Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Kept me alive.
What is up, YouTube? I told y'all
Actually,
I was going
probably
live.
another little bit more.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that was 3 seconds.
I don't know, but what's up, everybody? We're going to be going live here very shortly. Well, actually, we're already live. What am I saying?
Oof, that was
Jake, are you wearing that shirt two weeks in a row? Wait, you don't wash it?
I did wash it.
I don't think you did.
It was a
I
vic-
did.
it was a
That's
victory.
You know I did because
That's that stink.
it was still wet from in the wash.
It was all that sweat last week.
No, it was still wet. I had to wear it wet yesterday. It was rough.
Alrighty.
Wow.
Jake, let me know when you're ready, and then we will go.
Jake out here with the white wet T-shirt.
We'll go officially.
contest or whatever.
The wet t-shirt party.
Sorry, it was for Matt only. You weren't invited to that part of the hangout.
Hey, easy.
Hey, I mean,
Hey,
Let's
they
not-
call
let's
you the
not do
Big
that.
Easy now.
Let's not fill these people's heads with fantasies.
Oh man,
Yeah.
do we even want to do this? I don't.
I haven't looked. Are the notes up to date?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I filled them out all weekend.
I gave up once somebody else took
Okay,
the
we
lead.
didn't. Don't get there. We'll get there. Someone's volume is on, by the way.
I already said it twice. They don't listen.
They don't. I know, but and that's
I
a
think my
defi-
volume was up.
and that was definitely an iPhone ding, so not me.
Whatever.
yeah, I
let's
don't use
go.
that iPhone garbage.
Someone
Alright.
was selling his whole Yu-Gi-Oh
Are we
collection
good?
for $30.
Good,
I almost
Jake?
bought it.
No, I'm not good.
No. I wasn't asking if you are. I'm saying, did you send the text? Okay.
The texts are sent.
All right, let's do this.
Wait.
Let's do it
No, you're
live.
good.
Freaking guy, bro.
What's today's date? All
Probably
right.
October 22nd.
No, it's not. It's on Tuesday, brother.
It's a joke.
I put it as the 22nd.
All right, here we go. Joey Logano wins the race at Las Vegas and locks himself into the Final Four with the help of Ryan Blaney. Is this race manipulation or is Penske just being good teammates? We're not sure, but we're going to talk about it. We are here for the speed. What is up? I am glad to be with you guys. My name is DJ, and I am joined by a very happy
Jag. Whatever.
Wow.
Wow,
And?
that was lame. Jeff, I'm doing pretty good. I had a good week.
I could tell you're doing good, man. That was a big pour.
Yeah.
Big four.
It says on the
big
thing,
pour for
best
big boys.
enjoyed poured into a glass.
That's plastic.
So I listen to instructions.
No, you don't. It's plastic.
Well,
Close.
same
Contradictions.
essence.
Okay.
Anywho, Matthew over here, local RFK Brad Keselowski fan. Today sucked. Martin Truex Jr. is a menace on the track. That
Dude,
man,
he
he needs to be black flagged
Dude,
the
that-
whole rest of the year.
That man wrecked
Well, I can't risk this anymore.
3 playoff drivers.
Absolutely not. This
I think he was trying to take Chase Elliott fishing.
Wow.
Is there a reason why?
I don't know. I don't think there's any lakes in Las Vegas. The junk look dry as hell. The only grass in all of Las Vegas is the tri-oval.
I can tell you, I've
was
been
the
to
green.
I've been to Vegas a couple times, and I cannot recall the last time I saw green anything there. Cactuses, and
well, you
that's
got to
about
go to
it.
the racetrack. They got green grass,
Maybe
or it's spray painted.
I don't know, but if you ask, what is
Probably spray
it-
painted.
what, if you ask what is a DW, he was saying they should get rid of all the grass at the track after
It
the
was
flip.
Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, DW, or I'm sorry, DW, DJ, me
You said it?
apparently
Yep,
the
apparently
other
he
DJ,
said.
the lesser DJ,
Save it
The
for
richer
later
DJ.
because I want to talk.
the
about
richer DJ, but you know,
The old man DJ.
he ain't me, so you know.
He ain't got that dog in him.
He ain't got that dog.
That is true. All right, so let's jump straight into our ratings. What did you guys think of the race, Matt?
Me, I'm gonna jump in there and say I actually thought it was a fairly decent race. Pretty straightforward. I'm gonna give it like a 7. I think it was pretty good. I'll take a 7.
I'll let Jake go last. So Jeff, and then me.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I thought it was like a 7. I don't really have too much rhyme or reason for it. It was all right. Like, you know, it's been a while since we've been at like an intermediate track like this. I feel
Personally,
like it's been kind of a
yeah.
minute,
Personally,
but-
the race sucked for me, but
Yeah, on a
overall,
fantasy
Your
level.
fantasy league
the
was pretty.
wide grasp of the race, it was a 7.
DJ, what about you?
For me, I was gonna say a 6. Okay, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was super exciting. You know, some of the restarts were good. The end was interesting with the whole "is he gonna catch him? Is he not?" thing. That was cool. That's about it.
I was being pretty
Yeah,
generous.
it was
but,
okay. Nothing
yeah.
amazing. Jake,
Not taking into factor the winner, I would say How many points do you give it for a flip? I mean, that's pretty exciting.
That's why it says out of 7.
Plus, you had
sounds good.
you had some couple interesting crashes with the.
Any higher than a
you had,
7.
you had, you had
Austin
definitely
Dillon.
3 interesting crashes. Hemrick wrecking Austin Dillon.
Yep.
You obviously had the Tyler Reddick flip
Yep.
from a non-playoff guy that started it, in my opinion, Trucks. And then you also had the Ty Gibbs spun out trying to catch and pass Larson for the free pass, which was an exciting battle. So it was pretty exciting. And then you had a couple different strategies. Some guys one stop, some guys stretching out field. I mean, I think pretty good race. I give it like a 7.5.
Yeah.
7.58.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
bad.
I think it was pretty fair.
Yeah. It had a couple of times where you 60, 70 laps kind of got pretty boring, but then the rest of it was pretty good.
It was interesting because they really had different strategies. Like I was saying when we started the race, they were talking about like they're 36 laps in and they're already pitting. What are they doing? They're not even halfway through the first stage and you're like, oh, they're short pitting so they can try to jump. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's you kind of saw that
why,
throughout
though,
the
right?
day.
We had tire fall off.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I can appreciate that. Like
That's-
definitely like
Not a ton, but enough to
There
where
was
it
something.
mattered.
I feel like this is like one of the first races where you're like, hey, don't do anything. This is a pretty
This
good
is
race.
fair.
This
This
is
is
straight
good.
up pretty good race. Don't need to touch it.
Yep. So
But with the driver that won the race.
0. No, I won't be that harsh.
Trash.
So yeah, I don't know if anyone else is talking about this or not, but I mean, does that qualify as race manipulation?
No.
No.
So you got to tell them what it is.
Well, what is-
Explain it in case they didn't catch.
I didn't watch any of the end.
because
You need
TV
to tell
didn't
me.
talk about it.
yeah, so
And it was blatantly obvious, but
So,
TV
yeah, so
barely
basically-
mentioned it at all.
So basically, what had happened was Logano is basically stretching his fuel window out. So he's out. He basically stays out. Is now going to have to basically get lucky. So he stays out and basically hopes that Bell is going to have to fight through the field with fresh tires by pitting, and he can just kind of stretch it out with not having to pit and just kind of hold on for a little bit and hope he has some fuel at the end of the race. That's basically his strategy. Well, as he's out there, basically just kind of hoping that Bell doesn't catch him, Blaney, who is in 32nd place, he comes up behind, or I don't know if he comes up behind or how that exactly flew into each other, but basically he gets around Blaney, and Blaney decides he's going to help him, and he
About
just pushes him.
13 laps to go.
13 laps to go, he's like pushing him, and he basically Blaney's all up on him, so that way now Logano can save fuel and still remain fast because he doesn't have to worry about fuel anymore because he's helping him with dragging the car and helping him push him down a little bit.
It was the perfect shake and bake we've seen today.
It was pretty close.
It was great.
Yeah. So
Teammates found each other
by doing that,
and pushed them.
Bell didn't have, or was going to have to. Bell was supposed to catch either him or Suarez with about 2 to 3 to go, and in this time he didn't really get to him until about the last 2 corners, and then so basically it took away Bell's ability to get to him by just giving him just a little bit. But is that race manipulation because you have a car that is in 32nd place helping out a guy that's going to win in the playoffs in a round that it locks him in to the final
also-
four?
It's not-
Hold on, wait. Who also on the last lap threw an aero block against the guy coming in second?
That as well. I missed
Because
that
I
part.
feel like
It's-
that's part of this equation.
That is.
Not just
think so.
because we've seen this happen with Joey Logano and Blaney before. We were there.
Well, I'll tell you
actually.
what, I
We were
hated
there-
it then,
Atlanta.
and I hate
We
it now.
were there
Atlanta.
at
You
can't
Atlanta.
call it. That's
So
the whole point of
same
having
thing.
teams.
So
Same exact thing.
If you
happened.
don't
never got penalized. It's
We look
obviously not
at
in the
Phoenix
rules.
when he won in 22.
Yeah.
Blaney was glued to Logano the entire race.
He knew that. He knew
The
orders.
entire race.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my opinion. You remember, was it Cole Custer? Wasn't he intentionally losing spots to help his teammate gain
Yep,
spots
he did.
at the Roval?
Yeah.
100%.
To me, this is the same thing.
Yep.
You're helping your teammate save fuel. You're manipulating the outcome of the race by not running your race. You're running a race now at this point to help your teammate.
Yep.
So to me, I don't like that. It's fine to have teammates and share data and all that, but helping each other, like, okay, did we like it when Stuart Haas all teamed up at the super speedways and dominated the entire race a quarter straight away ahead of everybody?
That was wild.
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't like it either.
But it's part of being a team.
Bro,
No,
don't know what
I
you
hate
guys
it.
get
I hate
into,
it.
Part of being a
but
team.
I hate it.
If you don't like it, everyone should have one
think
car.
the only thing with the Stuart Haas thing was they were running 1, 2, 3, 4. Blaney is laps down. Laps.
Yeah,
laps.
this is no different than Eric Jones' win at Daytona when Denny Hamlin
Hamlin
pushed him
wins.
to the win. You can't stop it. They're teammates. You can't stop this. There's no way to. If it was egregious enough,
I think a super speedway is a little different though.
if it's egregious enough, NASCAR would call it. But it's such a
because
it's such a gray line.
It is. The
Mark,
thing,
just FYI, I'm not the one whining about it.
no, I listen. It is what it is. If it's just one of those things that I've seen,
JFB.
I
don't
have
think
seen
anything happened.
NASCAR call this on other people. That's my problem.
I agree, JFB.
When have you seen NASCAR ever yell at a team member for helping out someone else? I can't.
Hold on, let me Google.
I can't recall. Within
No, I
the
can't.
current
I can't think
era.
of anything in particular.
It's
just
so gray. It
I think
sucks. It
the
just
thing
sucks.
I don't
It
like
sucks for
about
Bell.
it is Penske is they are working the game, working the system, because Joey Logano shouldn't even be there. One, he should have been eliminated last round. He should have been,
not his
but
fault.
But
hold
he
on,
wasn't.
but
We'll get there.
Hendrick dropped the ball. We all know this, but then he had one win, one really lucky win at Nashville with 5 overtimes. Like how extremely lucky, right? There is some skill there, and they save fuel, but it's not just they save fuel. It's they pitted last, and like they were set up to win with 5 overtimes. It literally landed in their lap,
It's
right?
a gamble.
But like Joey Logano never would have been in the playoffs, and now this guy's locked into the round of 4 with an extreme playoff advantage.
Yeah, well,
an extreme championship advantage.
Oh yeah,
I would say this is the
100%.
And
most
it's so-
important race of the year.
I think.
Second.
Let me ask y'all this: if we're all in our fantasy league, if we're all in the final 4, who are you picking next in Homestead?
Everyone.
Or sorry, Phoenix. Who are you picking in Phoenix?
Oh man, who am I picking in
I
Phoenix?
mean, realistically, if you
You,
want
you're
to,
picking. If you want to win, you're picking Logano.
Yep.
well,
I'm
if
picking
everyone
a Ford.
picks Logano, then we just go by points anyway.
But
so it
you're
doesn't really
gonna
matter,
pick
you know what
Logano
I mean?
because he has 2 weeks to study and prep. He cares nothing about
Okay,
the other
So
races.
interesting stat, real quick. Did you know that the other 2 championships that he's won this race?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
You know which race did Blaney win?
This
was
race.
it this one?
No, he won.
He won Martinsville.
He won
I thought.
Talladega and Martinsville.
Did he win Martinsville?
He won Martinsville.
I think it was
He
Martinsville.
went. He didn't go back to back because Chastain.
No, I'm thinking
Yeah.
of
Party foul.
Who was it, man? That won a couple. Like, was it who? Blaney won last year, so maybe it was a year before.
It's probably Larson.
I think it was Larson
2021 Larson.
because
2020 was
he
Elliott.
He won Vegas,
and won the race.
and then you get 2 weeks to prepare, and you have no chance.
That is beyond too much time for Larson.
Way too much
Also.
time.
Yeah.
That is way too much time for Larson to prep for a race.
I think that's
2
beyond-
weeks,
and
is
that's
insane.
that's the problem with the format,
Yeah,
which we've talked about before. Where it's the issue is when you have one race that decides everything
We're really
instead
going
of
into this.
it needs.
yes.
Well, it needs to be around.
It
a
should
four.
be around.
Like around.
No,
Like,
Okay, Matt.
in my
Why
opinion,
should it not
but-
be around?
no, because there's too many open variables. If it is a sports league, like a team, right? An NFL team, basketball, you don't have 36 other teams to be a variable. Now, if it was a round of only 4 drivers and they're racing
Oh, the car style.
3 times, car style,
Yeah.
exactly. Fair point. You need 3 rounds. You can average winner or whoever wins the 2 out of 3 gets it. But there's too many variables. It's like the Super Bowl needs 3 rounds.
See, I've
That
always,
sounds like
I've always said
Every
this.
team
Okay,
is playing.
okay.
It's just muddies
Baseball,
the water.
baseball.
It comes down to
hockey,
2 teams,
NBA,
No, but they play a 7-game.
NBA.
but it's only
That's
2
the 7.
teams. You don't have 47 teams out there,
But you don't have 40 teams out there. You're racing 4 guys.
right? But you have 40 something other variables to watch out for.
what's different from
Okay,
that
so
than
you're
any
playing
other
across,
race?
you're playing across 7 days. You have different weather. You have different
What if nobody
starting
wins?
lineups. You have like
What if all 3 races, all 4 drivers wreck out, and you get non-playoff
best-
drivers
the
win
best-
all?
that's a stretch.
It's
Whatever.
a stretch, but it could
could-
happen.
it
Look
could.
at
It
today.
It could. But
could.
like,
Look at today.
that is true.
4 out of the 8
However,
drivers were pretty much DOA.
Here's my
See,
argument.
here's my argument. Joey Logano is going to the championship 4. His average finish this year is 18.4.
What are we arguing here? Are we arguing about the final
confused.
system? Or are we
DJ.
I don't know because I was going to make a point, but Jake interrupted.
DJ, go on your point. Let's stay on the
point
3
with
race
this thing
win.
was do you think that one race is a better judge of who is a better driver than a 3-race series?
Yes.
I think it's
So
hit or
somebody
miss.
It is
didn't just-
winner take all.
So if somebody has their pit crew messes up on one race, granted, I understand that's a part of it, but they can now have the opportunity to come back and have a better 3-race stint. Do you think that tells a story of a better driver than one single race?
It muddies the water.
Is Joey
All it
Logano?
does,
Hold on.
our playoff point system is already muddied enough.
Then why
All
don't we
three
make
series
just every
started at a
round
different
one
time.
race?
All 3 series already started at a different time. You get different points throughout the race. You get different stage points. You get different. It's
See, by Matt's
one race,
logic, though, you have
finish
to
the
make
race.
every round one race.
However,
No.
as we've said before,
That's
this
what basically he's
championship race should rotate.
No, okay,
No.
you're getting in the weeds.
I
Hold
think
on,
it
hold on,
should.
hold on. That is a side road, and I agree with you, but that's something different. Here's my question.
I think it should be a mystery
I
until
agree
after
with
Martinsville.
you. I agree with what you're saying, and the one race could be a suitable race for a championship if you have the 4 best guys. Joey Logano is not even in the conversation of the best 16 guys. He's not even in the conversation.
Jay.
So we have a guy that's borderline.
Take Joey Logano
Hold
out
on.
of this.
No, forget about that. You have introduced a guy into the
had the sense of
championship
button ready.
race who's almost outside the back half of the drivers. This is no different, in my opinion, of Harrison Burton making it. And NASCAR Twitter, NASCAR social media would explode if somehow Harrison Burton got locked into the Final Four. But Joey Logano is not that far off. He never should have made it to the playoffs. He never should have made it this year. He is not playoff caliber.
You're talking to this guy
Didn't
like
he
he's
win-
not a 2-time champ.
But didn't he win 2 races this year?
It's a rough year.
This is his second win.
This
Well,
is his
unless
third.
you count North Wilkesboro.
Oh,
that's
okay.
that's a watch.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Because we all know teams do stuff there. Like that's not a
Yeah,
that's not
yeah,
a real
that's
it's not a
true.
real points winning race. That you never see the top guy. Like you always see some funny stuff. But like the thing is, like Joey Logano got lucky at Nashville, which is fine. You made it in the playoffs. It's fine. It is, and they played it right. They got lucky, whatever you want to call it. But he never should have made it this far. He only made it this far because somebody else failed on a disqualification.
That's a whole nother subject.
That really is.
Well, I'm saying, so you luckily got in. You luckily got through this round.
I don't think it was luck.
Played the good strategy.
I think Hendrick, man,
Take a
It's
sip.
luck.
Take a sip.
It's how is it not luck? Somebody else
hydration
screws
check.
up and you get to go in.
no, I get that. I get that for sure. However,
Okay. Wait, question for you.
okay, I won't answer.
A couple years ago, Pocono, Denny Hamlin and Kyle Busch get DQ'd for tape on their grill. Chase Elliott wins the race.
Yeah.
Chase Elliott's lucky.
Yeah, he was in third.
Can I sit next to DJ next time?
Did Denny Hamlin appeal it? Did Joe Gibbs appeal it?
I don't remember.
They did.
Why
not.
didn't Hendrick appeal it?
They did not.
No,
It was that egregious. He was hundreds of pounds off. I mean, we don't
No,
know.
he
We
was
don't
not
know.
hundreds. It
I'm
was
just
close.
saying
It was close.
there's a lot to it that I think Bowman's getting the short end of that stick and said, "You weren't supposed to make it this far, buddy."
Oh,
I
you
think
put,
it's one of
you putting the
those.
tinfoil hat on.
No,
100%.
Stop. All right, let's talk about that later.
man.
Let's
Oh,
focus on this.
100%.
Here's my heartburn. Did Joey Logano and Penske do the right thing to win this race? Absolutely, 100%. Great job.
It's almost like they
can't-
worked as teammates.
But I don't like it, but they play by the rule book, which is what it is. It is what it is. There's other manipulations. There's other things teams do on pit road.
Oh, yeah.
Blocking people out, picking pit stalls
Short
that hurt
pitting.
their competitors.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like there's all kind of things. It is what it is. I don't like it, but it is what it is. I don't like that we have a guy who is borderline, absolutely by the definition, he is mid-pack. He's a mid-pack race car by the average point standings, and he's in the Final Four. I don't like that. That's trash. If Joey Logano wins the championship, are you going to feel justified? One of the best guys won the championship? For
Yeah.
me, absolutely not.
As long as it's not Hamlin.
Jeez.
I would. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you would.
no. I mean, like if Denny Hamlin won, it'd be cool, but I don't think he was one of the best guys, but he's not really
He
right
ain't
now.
that. Yeah, he ain't that guy.
No.
Not right now.
Byron was the guy 10 races into the season. He's not
He
right now.
was Lights out.
You know?
Third place finish.
No, he's good, but he wasn't where he was first
But
10
by
races.
that
you know?
logic, you can if you're saying that Byron and Hamlin were the best, but they're not right now, then what about using the logic of Joey Logano wasn't the best?
He
and is
hasn't
now?
done anything.
I'm just saying. Well, I mean, he's made it to the Final Four.
Nashville was
be there at
June.
Phoenix.
He made it to the Final Four.
Nashville was in June.
He
That's
made it
a-
to the Final Four.
Whatever, man. I
Jake,
hate.
I'm just
Jake,
saying.
if I remember correctly, didn't Chastain win Nashville and then make it to the round of 4?
He won multiple races that year.
Yeah,
thought
he
it was
did.
just Nashville.
No, he won Talladega that year and one
Did
of the
the Martinsville wall ride finish well?
he
I think you're just bitter with this whole scenario because it's a Logano thing.
No, it has nothing to do with Logano. I would feel the same if it was anybody with an average finish of 18.3.
That's Chastain.
I bet you Chastain's way higher because he was like 10th in points. We got knocked out because he didn't win a race.
Oh, maybe it's not Chastain. It's probably Brad.
Oh, that's
probably
probably true.
but Brad got knocked out when he was supposed to. Respectively,
kinda real.
like a gentleman.
Yeah.
No,
we
I
knew,
mean,
we
it's
knew
just
where
like,
that
it's
Buns
just
car
like
could go.
Joey Logano shouldn't be there.
You're just
and
frustrated
what
that he
I'm
won a
frustrated
race.
is, forget about Logano. A guy that shouldn't be in the Final Four is in the Final Four, and he has 2 weeks advantage to prepare above anybody else.
To me, that's the problem with the format.
That's the problem with the format.
I love this format, but that is the problem because now the next 2 races at Homestead and Martinsville mean nothing to that team.
Okay.
Nothing.
So the final round of the playoffs, you just know when and you're in. It's pure points. End of the stage or end of the 3 races, whoever's top 4 in points wins.
I mean, that would probably be better.
But Logano's walking out of this with plus 60 points. So he's
Okay,
on top.
but it's still not guaranteed.
It doesn't matter. They won't even show Logano's point standing for the rest of the year.
no, it doesn't matter at all.
It doesn't matter.
He's automatically 1,000 points higher than everyone
I
else.
wish somebody like Bell, who's been running good, that was
Bell
a
was
that was a
looking good.
deserving winner. The problem is, like, I'm all good with like an upset winner. Joey Logano was an upset win. Bell
you ain't.
absolutely should have got it.
this conversation.
Chastain getting to
Huh?
the Final
Not
4.
after this conversation. You're not down for an upset winner.
No, I am, but I'm not down for an upset championship.
Okay,
Like,
what about
what's the
Chastain?
difference?
Chastain when he made the top 4?
Dude,
Was he really?
Shut up. This is like, okay, we're in the top 8 teams in whatever sport. Oh, you won the round? Automatic pass to the championship game. That's bull. No other sport does that. Where you can have 4 races to go. If you win 1, you automatically get to go to the end. Now it's different if you are a Larson, a Bell, a Byron, guys that have been good all year, have been in the top points, never been really in threat
But
of
that's not
being
the
knocked out of
rules.
the playoffs.
It's not the
I'm
rule.
not saying he's breaking the rules. I'm just saying I hate the format.
I do think Matt's idea of just saying it has to be points in the last round would probably.
I think that's a
That's a
genius
really
idea.
good idea.
I think that's
Hold
great.
on,
Mark
We
it
just-
here. Matt's a genius.
Matt's a genius.
No, I mean I think that's a really good idea.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
You could be mad.
nobody has said that.
you could be mad at the winner, but at the end of the game, it's the game.
I'm not
Oh,
mad
you
at the
can
winner.
Win 3 races the whole year. Out of 36 races, you win 3, you're the champ. You
or
just got to be
the
right.
Hemrick Championship.
I'm
You
not.
win no win. Yeah, there's still points in. You still get in by points. There's at least
Yeah.
one spot.
That
So.
man's still living on that championship.
I don't know.
At
You
this
want-
point.
you want to run through this race?
Yeah, now that we got through a little
We
bit
had
of
to
a
get through that.
Yeah.
Jake needed the vet.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh, I'm sure it's
Sorry,
coming
guys.
back. Yep. All right, so let's go through qualifying and then get through the race.
Logano got the golden buzzer. I love it.
Bro,
The
facts.
golden buzzer. I love it. All right, so Tyler Reddick has a really good looking Jordan scheme on his car.
That was fire.
We got a good
looked,
view of it.
It looked really good upside down too. Ryan Blaney in practice destroys his car. Gets loose on what was it, turn 2? I think it looked like
I wasn't able to see. I know.
think
he,
it was
he
too.
destroyed that car.
that thing got mangled.
Yeah.
Went to a backup.
Yeah,
Had to.
I'm sure Alex was not.
I
having
guess.
a good day.
Yeah. So Alex was telling me I was watching, but I couldn't have any audio. Couldn't really tell what was going on. We had a birthday party we were all at. Alex was saying that he was like multiple tenths off the pace. Like obviously something was wrong, and eventually whatever that was wrong cut that tire. It's what it
Weird.
kind of maybe sounded like. I never really heard a definitive answer why the tire went down, but he was slow before the tire went down.
Joey Logano probably did something.
Yep, he wanted a pushing buddy. And
Stop!
then
I hate y'all.
and Seabell gets the pole at practice and qualifying. Something interesting is, I mean, we've been kind of saying, man, if Bell can get to the playoff or the championship round, he's got a real shot.
Oh yeah.
And I thought today might be that day, but Logano decided to rain on that parade. All right, moving on into stage 1 of the race. Bell basically dominates the beginning of this, pretty much most of that stage. Daniel Hemrick decides to wreck Austin Dillon on lap 64.
That was a weird wreck.
Fighting for the lucky dog.
That was a massive wreck.
That was either a huge mistake. I'm pretty sure. Doesn't Daniel Hemrick run an RCR car?
It's some kind
He used
of
to.
it's some kind of affiliation, I believe, with colleagues. So, that was
How could you? First off, how dare you?
how dare you wreck the Silver Spoon?
Right?
How dare you wreck the
He did
Daytona
come out. Did you
500
hear his
champion?
interview? His interview, he's like, well, he's only got 2 races left. So I was like, yo.
It's coming from the guy that's
Dude.
the future owner of RCR.
Exactly.
That was, oh man.
Yeah, so I don't know.
They were frustrated with each other since pretty much the drop of the rag. So
I don't know. They were commenting on the broadcast that those guys are friends, and I'm like, really? They don't race like.
It didn't look
race
like they
I was
were
like,
racing
didn't
like
didn't
friends.
race like it. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of put that one on Hemrick. You guys think so too?
mean-
for sure, it's always the guy who's
I mean, he
behind
ran
fault,
right into
pretty
him.
much.
I mean, that's how the
Like,
insurance looks at it.
Austin clearly went down to the bottom, and he clearly didn't left plenty of time to lift.
Yeah, he did. That's why I
Honestly,
think.
how could Austin Dillon be mad about this? He did the same thing to Joey
I mean,
in Richmond.
Yeah, that's for the win.
Yeah, same thing.
That's one Daytona 500
this is-
champion to another. That's different.
this is for the lucky dog.
2 champ, no champ.
Yeah. All right. So then we go on a lot of 2 tire calls coming down to pit road. A lot of drivers taking 2 tires.
I'm shocked there was that many.
There was several. I think it was like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
at
at
least.
the end.
Were y'all
stage
that
one.
shocked? I wasn't that shocked. Left tire doesn't wear out.
I mean, it never does. None of the tires ever wear
mean,
out.
It just doesn't wear out. I mean, might as well take right side tires. The only person it didn't work for was Hamlin. Whatever they did ruined him for the rest of the race.
Yeah.
But
Always fun. And then Reddick wins that stage. Basically, what's up, Jason? Basically, finishing out stage 1. Move on into stage 2. And then all chaos breaks loose when Martin Truex decides
guy.
to take out Elliott, Reddick, Brad, and Blaney.
First off,
me and Matt's
who are you?
fantasy league was downhill after that. 3 of our drivers were in that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 of our 4.
Yeah. Yeah, we had
Pain.
Elliott,
Hey,
Tyler
Jeff,
Reddick.
how did it feel when that
and
happened?
Blaney, all involved.
I mean, I had no.
It didn't bother
I had
for
no
us.
dog in the fight
Yeah,
this
me either.
week. I mean,
Oh, yeah. I guess for what it's worth, in our fantasy league, DJ is out
Jeff
and
is
Jeff
out.
is out.
Yeah,
that Bowman disc qual got me pretty good.
Yep.
Me and
that
Matt were
cost me. That cost me my spot.
Me and Matt were like,
Honestly,
all our drivers, top 12, high-fiving each other. That wreck, we were like, well, that sucked.
Mark Truex Jr. decided to ruin our day.
Even
Yeah.
more exciting, Tyler Reddick went for a little ride.
that was wild.
Lippy dippy.
Yeah. I thought it
Flippy
was
dippy.
Flippy dippy.
Maybe.
That's Lee Diffie's gamer tag.
flippy dippy.
Flippy Diffie.
I can't believe he couldn't finish that race. That car looked good.
There was some of the wheels that
I-
were busted on.
So we
Come
have
on.
our group text with the racing addicts.
This guy.
Yeah.
They had the best tweet or the best text. He was like, the irony that this car can flip and drive away and make it to the pit box, but gets 4 flat tires and can't.
Can't
I
move.
was like, yo, that's so real.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that is kind of funny because like me and Jake were saying it's like, this car's really good at some things. It's really bad at other things. And flipping and surviving and having the integrity of the main structure of the car, very good.
It's like
Breaking the wheels, not so good.
the car is kind of like Superman in a way. You can flip and drive away. Get flat tires, straight up kryptonite. You're just done. Just fall on the ground.
And NASCAR says, yep, no, you're done. You're going to the garage.
I mean, as long as you flip and don't flatten the tires, you're fine.
Yeah, you should be fine.
I'm pretty sure Coy LaJoy could have drove away.
Yeah, okay. So could have Cole, or so could have.
Remember when he
Priest.
flipped at Michigan?
Yeah.
I don't think I mean, as long as he didn't get the tires flat.
I can't believe that heavy car lands on all 4 tires. It's like, it's fine.
I mean, all the
he
wheels were
pulled
broken.
I'm not gonna lie. Reddick pulls back into his box, and I'm like, please just change the tires and go back out at least one more
that would
time.
have
Did
been magic.
y'all see he asked if he could go back out? And
Dude,
they're like, bro, all the
Are you
wheels
serious?
are broken. Like,
Do you
No.
have a concussion?
I'm not gonna lie. That would have been the most BA thing I've ever seen.
That was
and
wild.
That would have been awesome.
that was not on the bingo card for me.
Nah.
A flip at Las Vegas.
Yeah.
That's our fourth flip of the year.
Yeah.
fourth, I think.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're done, why
That's
not
g-
try and throw tires on it and see if you can run minimum speed at least?
Wait a minute,
You know what I
seriously?
mean?
Try.
Like at least try. What do you got to lose? If you're out, you're out. So you
49
might as well
points.
just try, run a couple
Ooh.
laps, see what happens.
That's not bad.
Is this the most flips we've seen in the Cup Series in 1 year?
I think so. That
Got
I'm
to
aware
be
of.
close,
How
right?
about it?
It's got to be close.
Normally,
I'm trying
we,
to think.
Normally, we have like what 1 or 2 a year.
Yeah,
It's usually just
you're
super
typically
speedways.
good for 2 a year, like
Yeah.
maybe 1 or 2 at Daytona or Talladega.
Yeah.
But we have Michigan,
But I'm not
2 at
about it.
Daytona, and then 1 here.
I'm
Am
just
I
not
missing
about it
one?
with this car.
Incup?
Hold on.
Probably.
Does Barry count as a full flip? Because he only
Oh,
went
I
like
definitely
halfway.
count Barry.
He
It's
only went-
airborne.
yeah.
Bro, you go airborne, you're flipped.
Okay. But he only went halfway.
I
So,
just don't like it in this car.
It's like a 180.
At least
not
with
a
the Gen
360.
6
Oh,
and back,
Corey LaJoy
like,
flipped twice this year. He flipped over at Talladega in the beginning.
yeah.
That's
Also,
why
maybe
Tyler
we're up
Reddick
to
won.
5 then.
Oh, well, that was more of like a hit and a weird
He
pinch.
flipped and landed
All right,
upside
so we have
down.
5 cars off wheels.
But
Yeah.
Well,
That
we're
lifted
gonna count
off the
Tyler
ground.
Reddick last week.
Could you count any road course?
oh my
Bowman?
goodness.
Jumping.
Yeah,
yeah, it's pretty
With the Gen
interesting.
6 though, and back, even Gen 5, it's like if you flip, yeah, it's gonna tear the car up, but at least you know the driver is gonna be safe. But with these, it's like, you know,
We have a new bullet point for why
I don't
the
know.
class should come back to Daytona.
Flip.
We need to beat the record of 4.
More flippy dippies.
More flippy dippies.
dippies.
Yeah, so
Flippy dippies.
I was still blown away. Like I think we talked about it briefly, but just the fact that Dale Jarrett was saying that that's why we got to take the grass out of all these
You
tracks.
gonna really go into the rant right now?
Is that the rant?
Oh, that's
I
my
didn't-
rant.
Oh, I haven't gotten there. Then so I'll just
That's
skip
my
it.
rant.
Okay, we'll skip it. We'll get to the rants. All right.
you already started it.
No, we'll just skip
This
it.
Can I
whole
rant
episode's
about
about to
Jake's
be a
internet?
rant, bro.
Can I rant about Jake's internet?
Yeah, we can.
Oh
rant about
yeah.
that. Honestly-
yeah, add that one to the list.
You're welcome.
Stop
that-
being-
No,
you're-
it wasn't
it's
my
a-
internet. It was NBC.
Well, no, your internet did go down for a minute.
No, your
It never
internet
quit on my
is-
phone.
It did on mine. It disconnected and
She won't
reconnected.
quit.
We were all there,
I
bro.
think Xfinity tried to sabotage us.
Maybe I don't know.
Shame.
They just
All right.
didn't want you to watch the end of that
So
race.
going
Because they
on,
knew it was coming.
going back to stage 2.
Like, no, don't hurt the kids.
Try to protect you.
Yeah.
Bro,
So
appreciate that, NBC.
so do you guys put that on? Does everyone say that I was Martin Truex for that one? That right?
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Bro,
yeah.
he just came up the racetrack. Freaking
So-
smacked right in the Chase Elliott.
So I'm fairly certain Truex did not know Tyler Reddick was going to go 3 wide. He was going to go up, and he thought Elliott would have enough room to go up, and then they all just got pinched. But it's 100% Martin's fault.
Do you
But
think
Martin lost grip.
All his
I
fault.
don't want to say he lost control, but he lost grip
All
and
his
started
fault.
sliding up. You see Chase Elliott, their radio, they were
better.
blaming Reddick.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
He did try to squeeze it.
Reddick kind of was there.
He tried to squeeze it for
Chase
sure.
Chase Elliott was not
was
moving
so-
up to the
well,
wall. Chase Elliott was moving up the wall
Tyler
because
Reddick would have been past Elliott by the tryout.
Look,
he was there. Like he was so much
That's
faster.
fine.
I see it like
I
this.
feel like Chase Elliott only went up that high because Truex doored him up
Pushed
there.
him.
Yeah.
I was gonna say prior to Truex going up, I saw Elliott stay in the same line. I saw Reddick coming up over the top, same line, and then you just see Truex
Yeah.
like all the way, bro. Taking up the, it's
you guys want to go
fishing?
I need some fishing buddies.
1,000% his fault.
Absolutely not.
He was probably over there.
You ruined my playoffs.
Elliott, you know any good lakes over here? Like, bro, I don't know. That was wild. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, if you lose grip, you lose
I mean,
grip.
Martin
There's nothing you
Truex,
can really
give a
do,
F,
but-
is all gone.
Yeah, I was say, is
If
this
there was any doubt,
He's on a tour.
dude? Let's be honest. There ain't nobody
He's
that
silently quitting.
cares for playoff drivers anymore. Nobody.
okay, yes.
Nobody
Oh,
gives any respect to playoff drivers
None.
anymore.
Who else got bullied? Hamlin got bullied.
Yep.
Hamlin got bullied
who?
by LaJoy.
LaJoy in the 51 Rick Ware car.
Yeah.
Like-
Stacking pennies. Stacking pennies.
Stacking Denny's.
Stacking Denny.
I mean, we saw it.
Get that
I mean,
man out of here.
so the Martin Truex was like a big one, obviously, and then the Corey LaJoy and the Denny Hamlin was a big one because like straight up almost dumped him. Like it was
Yeah.
crazy.
However,
But then-
I will say the difference with like Martin Truex, that's not him like not giving playoff drivers respect. He just got loose.
I'm just gonna run as hard as we can. We're 3 wide.
I
I'm
agree,
just
but
not,
I don't.
I
put,
have 2 playoff drivers to the right of me. Might as well squeeze them. That's
But-
not respectful.
No, but that's I would
my
say
2
that's a little
teammates
more
are
okay.
racing these guys. Yeah, I can race them.
Is that
really
one
hard.
of the other 2 Toyotas in the playoffs?
Yep. Bye. No.
No,
But I think
Is this one of the
Corey
cars?
just being Corey, and it's like, no, I don't care who you are. I'm gonna almost wreck you to get you out of my way.
It is kind of crazy, like how hard everybody's racing the playoff guys. Like this is by far the hardest year I've ever seen anybody
Oh, yeah.
race the playoff guys. Like it's actually insane.
Win to win, brother.
Like Suarez racing, he didn't do anything particularly egregious. Last week he was pretty
Oh,
egregious.
It's just risky.
One of the
You know?
one of the themes for this year is that the Toyota guys have like gremlins in their car.
Oh,
that
yeah.
cause
Dude,
things to
every
go
year.
wrong.
They do.
Truex was the gremlin. He was the gremlin
Got
for the
Truex-
other Toyota
The
got
guy.
little Truex in your engine.
gremlin in the car.
Yeah, the gremlin was driving this
Yeah.
week. apparently.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Look, we were trying to get Reddick's engine to blow, but we're counting on you to make this happen.
Everything changed when he lost Napa.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right.
Big
So Larson then has a pit stop and has an absolute abysmal
This guy.
issue on pit road.
Pit stop.
Literally like top
Pit
5.
stops,
Plural.
because he had to come back down after
How do you have a top 5 pit crew and they screw it up
that
bad?
badly.
Look at Hamlin, same thing. A bunch of
Typical
playoff
for
guys.
Hamlin. He's always choking. Larson, don't do this. This is rare. So
I mean, we saw a lot of pit road struggles. A lot of pit road struggles.
So Larson basically comes down. They go to change the outside tires, and basically I think it was the rear doesn't get all the way on. The jack man starts running around to the other side, but the wheel man is still standing
the tire
there.
carrier's just like,
we got a problem.
wait.
We're on
Right
this
here.
side, and the other guy's like pointing, saying there, and then you have
Bring
another
that thing
guy.
back.
One of the other tire changers is like running around, like I don't know which side of the car I'm supposed to be on. Like it was a complete cluster.
They
Like,
finally get it all figured out, quote unquote.
Yep.
Larson pulls away. They realize, oh, we forgot to put the left rear on.
Yep.
So he has to come back down to put the left rear
Gosh
on.
darn
Yep.
it, we forgot the left rear.
Yeah. And
Golly.
Imbecile.
so then they
Me
come
and
back.
Matt were over there like, ooh.
There's our last driver.
They were about to start doing the left rear, and then they're like, "Oh, you got to come back and do this one." So they just tightened that bolt.
Yep.
He just took off.
Totally messed them up.
Yeah.
No penalty
time.
for just changing one tire.
Now the only thing, well,
That was a little sus. They must have changed the rule.
I wonder if it's because that was
Maybe-
a part of
maybe
the
it's
older
injury.
stop, and they were changing that tire, and they just didn't, so they were coming back down.
I'm
NASCAR
pretty
was
sure
like,
the rule says you have to change 2 tires at a time.
I don't know. Well, technically,
pretty
that was part
sure.
of the other stop.
Minimum.
Brent out here. He was due for one.
He'll be fine
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
No, that's
Yeah.
facts.
I mean,
That
let's
is
be
true.
honest. Larson is a good
He'll
pick
be
for
all
next
right.
week, so who knows?
Yeah, I got my picks for next week.
Yeah.
You want
I
to
would
hop
be
you,
willing to
Jake?
bet. I'd be willing to bet on the odds that Larson
didn't
wins
work.
one of the next 2. So I
Hey,
mean,
What's bad about our fantasy league is I copied Matt's picks.
We went down together.
and then brought Nate.
Well,
down
you
with
And
you
they-
did
They
it.
were good picks.
You did it last week,
Martin's fault.
Dude, Nate picked a bad week to not pick. He picked the worst week.
Yeah.
bro.
possible.
This is the worst week.
This is the worst week to have not picked.
I just
So-
did the
so
math.
the way-
it's
the way-
49 points.
The way it works is in our fantasy league, if you don't pick because of life or get busy, whatever, you get the same as whoever scored lowest. Well, I'm pretty sure me and Matt are carrying that flag.
Yep.
So we're
Matt
like,
said he
I want to
did-
change
Matt
the
said he-
rules. I
Welcome
want it to
home.
be 0.
Matt said he did the.
I'm ready for it to be 0.
Matt said he did the math. It's 49.
It's 49.
that's actually way better than I thought.
No, it's
Yep.
not.
Bro, I was over here like counting on one hand. We might get 7.
Nah, he ain't
For a
gonna-
while
Not
there,
when
it was
Kuzman's
looking
going to
like
walk
it.
away with like 150 points.
No, Kuzma's not that good. He had Reddick. Goose is gonna kill everybody.
It's all right.
He's like
ain't gonna pick
he's like your
Logano,
Joe
so it'll be
Logano. So he's locked
like-
in.
Dude. Goose had the most
Goose
consistent
Logano.
points all year. He never even used a
garage
pick.
pick, no.
And
We've
he
been-
stomped us all.
We've been doing this for like 7, 8, 9 years,
However many.
roughly. And Goose just comes in first year, wipes the floor.
Let me
with
show y'all
everyone.
how to do this. God,
Bro.
man.
Rarely,
wild,
rarely
dude.
text in the text chat. Just sends it in his pics, and then it's like, okay.
We're on mute. I guarantee we're
Literally,
on
the
mute.
only text we get from Goose are his picks, and then a sad face when Truex crashes.
Rex or something. Yeah.
Like that's pretty much
You
it.
know, for real, I would expect an apology after Truex did what he did.
I heard he really hated it for those guys.
I heard he really hated it.
Rumor has it, yes.
No,
All
I'm
right.
telling you, I heard the audio. He was trying to ask if they wanted to go fishing.
All right. Bell. Okay, so moving on to the end of stage 2. Bell wins that stage. So now we move on into stage 3. 72 to go, and Gibbs, I don't know what happened, just spins out by himself.
He's
or it
just
seems
running.
like it.
He was running really hard. Tank slapped the wall a few times out of 4.
Tank
just
slap.
trying. Never heard of that?
No.
Tank slap,
Tank slap.
like fuel tank. Tank
Yeah.
slap, where you slap the.
Okay.
How have you not heard of that?
I don't know.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know that I have either.
I saw, someone texted me the word super shoe,
I've-
and I'm like, I don't know
if
what
it
that
makes you
means
feel better,
either,
I've
but I
heard
just
Super shoe?
Super shoe. I was like, oh, it must be someone who's really good at driving.
Yeah, super shoe is.
I've
a
heard
nerd
of
for me.
hot foot, not super shoe.
Hot shoe.
Hot shoe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got you. I was gonna
Okay.
say if it makes you feel better, I've heard of that. Tank slap. I mean, I knew
You
it.
should.
You slapping tank shoes.
Dang, bro.
After you freaking dogging me before we got live. Anyway,
That's true. He
no,
was.
I think
dogged him
he
pretty
just got loose out of 2.
Yeah, it
That's
was
just all it
weird.
was. They were just him and Larson were racing so hard for the free
He
pass.
got-
That
he
was
got-
actually probably the best race of the whole day.
Well, he was getting loose. He kept hitting 4.
Out of 4.
He kept hitting out of 4 too. So I don't know if it just
super treacherous spot right there.
Yeah, I don't know if he just eventually wore the tire down and it lost some tire pressure or something.
I forget. At Las Vegas, is it symmetrical track or is 3 and 4 a little bit different?
It's symmetrical in shape, but there are bumps into 1 and 2, and the way the sun sets there. I believe it's 1 and 2 is in the shade first before 3 and 4, so it drives pretty different pretty much the whole race.
Someone told
Unless
me
it's
it's a
like
copy of
middle
Atlanta,
of the day.
old Atlanta.
No,
I was like, I don't think it's an exact.
No,
copy.
No.
if anything, it's more like
Not
it's
Michigan.
more
Michigan?
similar to Kansas.
Kansas. That's
Kansas,
the one.
okay.
Yeah, maybe a Kentucky, kind of similar to those. I'm not exactly sure what the banking comparison is, but the thing about Las Vegas, it's very abrasive because the pavement's older for sure. But yeah.
Yeah, and then moving on into stage 3, obviously we have that. Then we basically end up to that fuel mileage thing that we kind of alluded to earlier. Seabell makes strides but couldn't get there. If he had maybe 3 more laps at the most.
Blaney was going to
2
block
more,
him.
maybe
There's
1.
no way.
No, he wouldn't have taken much.
He would have had to wreck Blaney.
I think he would have.
Oh, Blaney was going to aero block him like crazy.
Oh yeah,
Which is crazy, bro. You have your 6-lap down teammate aero blocking.
they did the same thing in 22, bro. At the Phoenix.
Remember
No,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. We were there.
No, he's talking about Phoenix.
No, I'm
with
talking
Ross
about Phoenix.
Chastain.
Oh,
When Chastain was trying to
right.
get there.
Yeah, straight garbage.
Straight. We could
Why
see a
does
repeat
Blaney
of that
even
nonsense.
do this when Joey Logano will literally wreck anybody, including his own mother and his own wife and his own children, to get
100%.
a freaking hot dog faster than somebody else?
Money.
Bro, like I don't understand why Blaney's like, I like being part of a team that completely doesn't care about me. Like,
Give him,
Jake,
give
I
him
will
time.
say,
Jake, you have no clue what his contract says. It says if one of the Penske drivers gets through the final 4, you get blank number of money. Sign me up.
Maybe
I mean, to be fair, like
why did Brad
respect-
leave then?
because he bought a team.
Brad
Oh.
was tired of the trash.
He bought a team with all
They're
the
doing the
bonuses for
same
helping
thing
Joey
they
to
did
win.
to Brad. Blaney is the scapegoat. Now, it was Brad. How many times did Brad
Yeah.
get wrecked, like making the move for the Daytona 500? How many times did we go to Daytona and watch Brad wreck on the last
Too
corner?
many times.
That's a really good point. I'll give it.
Blaney-
I'll give
Blaney
that.
I
is
spent
now the
way
guy.
too much money
Yeah.
at Daytona just to watch my driver.
No, you
wreck.
know what it is? You know what it is? And this is for Alex with the Racing Addicts. Blaney is a shill for Joey Logano.
How dare you?
That's it.
Golly, man.
You're about to go to
We just
podcast
lost
war for
all the moms.
that's fight words.
All the moms just left the chat.
We just lost the 6
No,
viewers.
I
of
mean for real.
moms.
Like
They're
I
probably
am
like,
behind.
no.
I'm behind the
You're
idea.
so political.
I'm behind the idea and like the concept of teammates helping each other.
Yeah, 'cause
you know,
that's-
like
should be the point of
outside of
teammates.
just sharing information. Like if you can help each other on track, like I think that's a cool thing. It adds another dynamic.
But
to
where's
it.
the tick for
I
tack
like
at
it.
Penske?
But with Penske specifically, that is the trend. That's very true. That Joey
Right.
Logano always gets like
Well,
the better end of the stick.
you
than his
remember
teammates.
when
It's
Blaney
true.
was in?
You're right.
Blaney got
How
in
much money
Ultimate-
does Pennzoil bring in?
Do you
Now we got the real dark
But
web.
do you remember?
Pennzoil brings in tons of money.
Do you
They
remember
want that winning car?
We said last year when Blaney got to the Final Four, we're like, Blaney's going to cash in all the favors.
Oh, he did.
And he did. Well, I mean,
Well,
I think
kinda.
so. I think
So
so.
I think what a fair reciprocation.
Yeah, who brings
But
all the
it's
money?
definitely
hold on,
one-sided.
in this round, a fair reciprocation would be Joey Logano needs to wreck the entire field so Blaney can finally get one.
I mean, he's done.
Austin
He's done it.
Cindric needs to
Well,
wreck
the premise,
entire
yes,
field.
like Logano should, if he has the opportunity to help Blaney
he
the
should
same
now.
way, I would expect him.
What's
to
the
do.
point? He's
If I'm
already
Roger
locked in.
Penske, I'd be expecting that.
Y'all make
But
it
Joey
sound
Logano
like
won't.
y'all
But he
sound
won't.
like
I
Ryan
know.
Blaney's
You're
not
right.
good at Martinsville. Like this man
No,
could go
he
out
is.
and stomp
No,
him at
100%,
Martinsville.
bro. Both Penske cars are going to the Final Four.
You think so?
What setup do you think the 22 is going to run next week? Whatever helps the 12 car get to the next round.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what's going to happen.
That, bro, like if it's you, if I'm locked in, right? I'm gonna run whatever setup. Okay. Here's your main setup. I'm gonna run an alternate that's a little bit different with maybe an idea that might be fast. Like that. Both Penskes are gonna make it.
I'm down for that, man.
They're
Just
they're
pick
gonna.
Blaney. If
they're-
I make it to the Final Four, I'm picking Blaney.
Look what
at
look
the
what
ad
RG
track. What do you say?
said Earnhardt did it to Waltrip.
Yeah.
That's pretty true.
Price was a little high. I'm just being real. I mean,
Anywho,
Demonetized.
Anyway,
moving forward.
risky business.
complicated business.
It's not that much.
It's just business.
Anyway, Let's move on to
I don't
Xfinity.
even know where we're going.
I don't either.
Xfinity?
Xfinity. Let's go to Xfinity.
That really threw me off my game.
I didn't really watch, so I'm counting on maybe you guys if you watch.
It's pretty standard, pretty straightforward.
Who won?
AJ.
AJ Allmendinger.
That was a surprise.
Top
Good
four.
for
It was.
AJ. Let's go.
Yeah.
Where'd you guys finish? Between I know you
Yeah,
you
you
had
and
Chandler
Matt.
Smith and he had Custer, and
He
they were
went
pretty
with Cole
close the whole
Custer.
race.
I beat him by like 2 positions.
it's like
I
2
didn't win the
spots, yeah.
race. Chandler Smith. I'm telling you, Chandler Smith had the stats.
Yeah.
The last 3 races, he's finished top 3. This race, he finished top 4. So in the last 4 races, he's finished 4th or better.
Yeah.
Chandler Smith is a
Pretty good.
lock-in.
See you,
at
Jason.
Vegas.
All right, go cook. Let us know what you make.
Let him cook.
Walter White.
Let
me
that
look
man
something
cook.
What else happened?
y'all talk.
Taylor Gray.
Yep.
He got wrecked on a restart.
Yep.
That was crazy.
19 cars in that wreck.
No. The 19 car.
My bad. 19 car wrecks on restart.
There you go.
That's better.
Dyslexic.
That
I'm-
can't read.
they try to
No.
tell me. They try to tell me I'm less dystic.
very much good.
Anywho, so he
here's-
wrecks, but he misses every other car. Like I'm telling you, this guy's like probably started.
Are we sharing notes with the class?
I don't know. What do you want to say? He probably started like 7th or 8th in that lineup. Spins up, hits the wall, spins around, and misses everyone behind him. Like that's how you wreck. You don't take out the whole field. Thank God Martin.
He
wasn't
tried.
there. No, he did not. The
No, I was
19 did
gonna
not.
say
He-
You gotta love a
Um,
good Xfinity restart wreck. It's such a classic.
I feel like I haven't seen one in a while.
yeah. It's kind of missed.
You know, yeah. RCR, they were forgettable this race, and if they're anything like they were next week, forgettable.
You,
I don't know how the 21 and 2 have gotten to where they are, but they ain't making it. They ain't got that dog.
You ready for a fun stat?
Oh boy.
Yeah, tell me your fun stat.
What do you think AJ Allmendinger's average finish for 2024 is?
It's gonna be like 21,
I'm gonna be generous and say 11th.
19.25.
and he's locked into the
Locked
final
it in
four.
the final four.
Are you mad about this?
Less.
Okay.
Wait. Less because there's less simulation and stuff like that in Xfinity versus Cup. I feel like the advantage is not as extreme going into the championship. It is still kind of in the same vein for sure, but I don't think AJ is good enough to show up to Phoenix and pull it off. I hope he does though.
I don't disagree with that last part of the statement, but no, like yeah, even with they still have all their data to go off of though.
Data.
Yeah, but you already have it.
Whatever. Okay, but they can still prep the car, make sure that car is perfect. They can prep the car. They can spend time working with AJ. They can spend time. It's still unfair.
Yeah, this was also AJ's only win this year.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I thought he had another one. No, I think you're right.
It's his only win. SVG,
SVG
stole all the
won.
road courses,
Yeah.
bro. SVG had 3 wins.
SVG and Sam Mayer.
Yeah. Wow. His first win this year. Well, I'm gonna say first because you never know. Next
It's
week,
hard to not like
He could get 4
AJ
wins.
Allmendinger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh no, the him on the front
Like he's
stretch.
a pretty real
I like
dude.
AJ. I'm cool with the win.
So
Yeah.
He did a great job.
I
he
love
held off Ryan.
I love when he wins because man, it's like he got his first win ever every
Yeah.
single time, and that's exciting.
What I
Bro.
like about him too, he's not a selfish teammate.
No, he definitely will help.
No, I mean
out.
that's kind of in the weeds, kind of because I say that in a way to compare against Logano, whatever. But I mean, like at the super speedways, he's not a selfish teammate. He doesn't wreck his teammates to win. He stays committed. If I'm in third, my teammate's in front of me. We've seen this how many times at Daytona?
Oh, all the time.
That's 'cause he
But
hates Daytona.
he's like, I'm riding. I'm there.
So you're
I'm
saying
in
he
third.
pushes
So
his
you're
teammates?
saying this is a Joey Logano
he's-
isolated
Yeah,
issue.
bro,
It's
he
just
sucks, bro.
Logano.
It's just Logano.
Just
No,
Logano,
I'm not.
everyone.
I'm not. It doesn't offend me so much about this one because I would be shocked if AJ comes out and wins a championship. I'd be excited. It'd
So
be
it's a
fun.
wasted spot.
Look, there's no.
So you think it's a wasted spot? You don't think he has a single chance?
In Xfinity, it's a yes.
So what if
Okay. How many cars can win in Xfinity every given week?
one
How many cars start? 34?
one car
38?
wins?
36.
36 chances.
No, I mean, but realistically, how many race-winning cars?
I don't know. Maybe 10.
I'd say
Maybe
15.
10.
Generous 10.
Cup.
I'd probably put it to 15. I'd say a generous 15.
I think it's more.
I think it's 20.
I think
20.
it's like 20.
Top 20.
I think it's the top half of the field.
Top 20 at
You
least.
show with the right setup, you're fast.
You ain't gonna get that set unless you buy it.
Austin Dillon, Richmond.
Bought the plans.
By who?
I don't know. It hasn't
It
come out
wasn't
yet.
Hendrick because they sucked there.
No, you don't know about the whole Toyota conspiracy?
Oh geez, here we go again.
Do you know about that?
Yes,
Oh, it's 100%. They bought
but
the speed.
the team is unknown.
I know the team. Okay.
The team is unknown.
I agree. Give it time.
I know who the team is.
It's not unknown then.
It's not a. How do you just show up to Richmond with speed? Come on.
No. It's not RCR.
Okay.
I'll tell you.
Are we
Anyways.
gonna just like talk in cryptic talk, or are we gonna like?
We'll get into it because it's in the news thing. The AJ thing doesn't offend me as much because I don't think this.
Because you
win,
like AJ. Just
no,
be
it doesn't-
biased.
I just don't think he has that much chance to win the
So
Phoenix
if
race.
so, if Logano
it's a
didn't
wasted
have hold on.
spot.
So if Logano didn't have a chance to win the Phoenix race, you'd be okay with it.
Yeah,
But the fact
I
that
would-
he's
I
an
would be, I
actual
would be more
viable
okay with it. I
winner.
don't like it, but I'm more okay with it.
Because let's just hypothetically switch him out with Harrison Burton. He just misses out on the round and then wins this race.
No,
and then,
because Harrison Burton is a Penske, like the Wood Brothers car is a Penske car.
okay,
So who's to say they cannot give him basically a Penske crew chief, a real Penske setup, premium parts, premium everything.
It's probably just gonna have a 22 on it.
All the tricks, all the bells and whistles.
yeah, but it's still
Okay,
it's still Harrison
if it's
Burton.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. somehow makes it happen.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, 'cause that team-
I'm
that team-
annoyed. There's a spot taken away from somebody more
Yeah,
competitive, but is Stenhouse going to go win?
It's Stenhouse.
Phoenix? No.
Why are you rooting for people who have no chance? I don't get
What
it.
are you talking about? I'm not.
So you're
rooting for
cool.
anybody.
You're
I'm
cool
just
with
saying-
AJ. No, let me say. You're
I'm not
cool with
it.
AJ.
No, I'm not cool. I'm more okay with it. I don't like it, but I'm more okay with it.
So you're cool with it.
It's less offensive.
You're okay with it.
No, I'm more okay with it. It's less offensive.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how okay are you
With who?
with AJ?
A 3 or 4.
And Joey's a 1?
Yeah, Joey's a 1.
Okay, so you're okay with a 3 or 4 for a guy who you don't think is going to win, make it to the final 4, but a guy who could win,
Yes.
viably win,
Yes.
is
Straight
a 1
up.
and you don't like it.
Yes.
So you don't want the competition.
No, because I want.
You want 3 cars at
No,
the-
I want one of the best teams to win. They deserve it.
They are one of the best teams.
No, they're not.
It's Penske. You just said if Harrison Burton won,
It's a
that
Penske
Penske was
driver.
going to put out the best
are we
stuff together.
Are we talking teams? Or are we talking about like teams like cars?
Oh, jeez.
Are we
Oh, I was
talking, are we
talking about
talking
Penske.
22 or are we talking about Penske?
Both.
Ryan Blaney 100% should have a shot to win. Try to win this championship. Ryan Blaney's
How many
been
wins
great.
does he have?
I don't know.
2. Joey
But
Logano
they're
has
legitimate.
2. No, they're not. One was because Cindric ran out of gas.
Fair.
Jacob.
Come on.
It
Come
wasn't
on, bro.
5
Oh my
overtimes.
gosh,
it wasn't
bro.
5 overtimes. Easy.
All right, I'm tired of arguing about this. I made my point.
Oh, Lord. I don't even know where we are, y'all.
Hold
Okay,
on.
that
No,
was
no, hold on.
Xfinity.
Wait.
Oh,
Let's look
no.
at.
Oh, geez. Here
I
we
just
go.
want to hash this out
This
with
has
Matt.
been us talking about the Xfinity race. Somehow it came back to Logano.
It's 'cause
Somehow,
AJ's, it's
somehow
AJ's fault.
Logano returned.
So dumb.
Jake is the NASCAR whisperer. I don't know about that.
I don't know. Jake's had some bad takes in the past, though.
At least I don't
That's
fall asleep
everyone
during
else.
races, bro.
You're gonna kill that joke?
I have seen you fall asleep during a race. You're like, what do you
Me?
mean when it's over? Yeah.
We're Robert.
got
We're
the same joke.
Robert. We're getting to the lawsuit that'll come up in the NAS news section.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
Hold on,
Xfinity
Jake's
was pretty
Googling.
good.
we
you're
have to
good.
wait.
You're good. Let's
Okay.
move. I can't.
By the way,
it's not
I am
popping up.
2 weeks in a row
Not falling
of
asleep.
nap free.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm
Hey,
clean.
you know how the
I'm
racing
getting
addicts got
this
that
man a
board?
cookie.
Yeah.
We need a board. You know how
The
the racing
board.
addicts got a board like
Days without- days
Days
without.
since-
Put it
Days
right
since
here.
Jeff took a
Days
nap.
Jeff.
Days since
Hold on.
we
I
races
gotta do
since
this.
Jeff's
nap.
last nap.
Yeah, races since Jeff's last nap.
I was gonna say I get up early on Sundays, but he does too. So I can't make the same
No.
excuse.
It was hard, bro. I was like, can we get a good red flag?
Before-
about
Logano's
20
messing
minutes?
with Jake's internet.
Before we
Yeah.
go into the NAS news, let's do the diecast thing.
Logano messing with Jason.
Ooh, all right, so I bought this week. DJ,
what?
I'm not gonna lie. I got
Hold
envious on all your purchases.
Oh,
Hold on, are we still good on the bet that this is a Denny Hamlin car?
100%, $100.
Yeah.
It's
bet
not
you-
$100.
I bet him $100.
yo, really?
Are you serious? Can I get on this action?
Jump on. Jeff owes me $100.
I think.
Wait. What did you bet?
I
He
think
thinks
it's
it's
a
Denny
little
Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin car.
What do you think it is?
Anything else?
Oh, it's black. There's a black cover on it.
Okay.
Ooh, that looks like mine.
2004 Dale Earnhardt Jr. Daytona 500 Elite.
Oh,
Did you really bet $100?
He just shook on it.
Yes.
He's like, yeah.
I'll let Jeff off the hook. I may have known about it yesterday.
No way.
Okay.
I'll let you off the hook.
All right.
But it was fun.
At least it was honorable. At least he didn't take my $100 and then
Insider
run.
trading. Matt, you were supposed to not tell him so I can get 50.
I can't for
and-
Joey Logano fans.
In all seriousness, I did lose a bid on a Denny Hamlin this week. You're close.
Wasn't an elite though.
All right, so what is this one?
Yeah, tell us
All
about
right,
it.
so yeah, 2004 Daytona 500 race win elite diecast from Lionel. This was kind of on my bucket list of like a handful. Like now, I don't know if I really have one on my list of like diecasts I've been wanting to get. This has been on my list for a long time since Dale Jr. won the 2014, and I got that diecast. I knew I always wanted this
the other one.
Yeah, so 10 and a half years later, but got it. You know,
You know, it's
That's
really
cool.
it's
long
really-
time coming.
I will say it's really funny that this was the one that you got because you want to see what your Christmas present was going to be.
Wait, is that the one that sold?
It's in my mailbox.
No. You want one?
I got to talk to my wife about whether I'm going to have one now. Cause
How much was it?
I don't really want to talk about it because I heard roughly what you paid for this, and that's what worries me.
How much did you pay for it?
I didn't think it was that bad. It was $75 plus $20
Bro, I
shipping.
stole this thing.
What'd you get? What'd you
I
pay
will
for
say,
that?
hold on.
$29.99.
Bro.
$29.99 including shipping.
You stole it.
It's got damaged wheels. Like, come on, man. Someone got a
seriously,
white
where did
out.
you buy that?
Wait, that's part of
eBay.
it.
Really?
It's
Dude,
the
you
race win,
stole
so
it.
it's
I
got
stole it.
Because all the ones I was finding was 75
Bro,
to
this
100.
mint had the box, clean box, like
You
clean
completely
the
stole it.
cover, everything.
What's funny is you and me must have been looking at the same time because
The one red wheel is.
Bro, what's funny
sick.
is I put a bid on it and nobody else hit it and I got it.
Oh,
It
dang.
wasn't
Yeah,
even a
that's
buy
what
it now.
That's
Oh, it's
wild.
just a bid. Oh, okay.
Dang.
Well, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, that
I'm
does.
like,
but still, that's
I'm
a
like
steal of a deal.
whoever sold this to you did not know what they were selling.
No, no, that's awesome.
Very
Though.
cool.
There was
my
a-
granddad's.
There was
and-
no case candy or anything with it, but
So I found one.
I don't know if
wasn't-
it came with it,
It
but-
wasn't an elite, but I almost got
Oh,
this.
that's
one.
vintage.
I-
Next.
bro, I got that next on
Nextel.
it. Wait, read the back. Read the back on the bumper.
Yeah, that's cool. I saw that.
Think fresh, drink fresh.
No, down there. The rookie stripes.
Oh, welcome Nextel.
Yeah, it was cool.
2004 inaugural season. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
put it on top.
so I found one that was not an elite, but it came with race tire.
Oh,
It
really?
was a
Came
kit
with a tire.
Well, not the whole tire, but it was a chunk of the tire.
Came
Sorry.
with a tire?
No.
Buy that.
But it wasn't the elite, and I found the elite, and I was like, Jake told me literally. You told me as I was leaving the podcast or for the podcast last week. Yeah, that's like my bucket list one. I'm like, cool. I finally know because Jake is very hard to buy for Christmas because if he wants something, he
Yeah.
just buys it.
Yeah.
Case in point,
Case
right
in
here.
point, the guy who buys himself gifts like a month or two before Christmas. Good luck, anyone.
Bro, 30
Yo.
bucks.
Come on, bro.
I mean,
30 bucks.
to be honest, for $30, I mean, I can't be
It's
too
a
mad.
steal of a
Other
deal.
than I'm just like, I didn't really want a $100 diecast, but now I have one. So
Hey, Merry Christmas.
I heard if you put it on eBay for $30, someone will buy it.
apparently, if I put it on there for $30, he
So
might-
this is how it went
If
down.
it'll make you happy, I will try to resell it.
This is how it went down. Jake's
I'm all
like,
down for plus money. This
Jake's
is why I
like-
do betting. Like,
Jake's like, hey, I got a new diecast. I really want to show someone. I was like, all right, well, whatever. I'll take a look. So he shows it to me. I was like, oh man, that's really cool. He's like, yeah, DJ inspired me last week with his like 10 diecast purchases. I'm like, all right,
I still
cool.
got more to show.
I mean, you could do that. You
We go
could
all the way
give it
to the
him.
party. We go all the way to the party, and DJ looks at me. He's like, I got Jake's Christmas gift.
Oh no! Before that, so Jake sent that photo in our group chat of
Oh.
like, "Hey, new diecast
Oh, yeah.
reveal."
Okay.
And so I mentioned to Matt, I'm like, "I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Because the present I got for
What
for Jake
are
is a
the
diecast."
odds that it's the exact same diecast? So DJ looks at me. He
What
shows
are
me
the
a photo.
odds?
He's like, is this what he bought? And I just. I was like, I might as well let you know in case you can return it or whatever.
I know
that is so funny.
It's literally it was
Bro.
delivered yesterday. It's in my mailbox.
I'm so sorry.
I forgot
DJ, this
to
is
get
not
it.
a you problem. This is a Jake
This is
problem.
a Jake problem.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. I gotta own this one.
I mean, you could just give it to him, and then you can just resell it, and whatever you get for it is the gift.
Right, I mean,
You know
like,
what I
funny,
mean?
like in front of your parents, whatever we all do. Christmas, we're like, oh wow,
Just what
always
I wanted.
wanted another one of these.
You take both of them.
I wanted to.
You can forge Junior's signature on it.
Jeez.
Hey, you
No.
you want to do like one of those gifts where we swap gifts and I give you the same one?
That'd be
I got you a box.
No, the
Oh my
no, that was hilarious because I was literally just like,
I forgot
oh,
to get you a
I
birthday
almost,
gift. So here, I got you this box.
I almost brought it with me and was like, oh, that's funny. Just pull it out from the table, and be like, this one.
Oh my god!
But I forgot
I
to run
could
by
have
the
swore
mailbox.
you had this one in your set.
I have one. It's the same type of, but
Same thing.
But it's not race one, and it's not the winner one. It's just I think a generic.
And it's
Elite.
not an elite.
It's
Yeah.
and it's not an elite.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks the
mine's
exact
a
same.
standard.
The other Dale Jr. one he has is an elite.
And
I mean,
don't-
honestly, that's why I haven't bought it because they're still like by the time you pay shipping or buy it
Yeah,
at like
I know.
like one of the flea markets, they're like $100.
because honestly,
And then
that
once
was
I saw that for $30, I was like, this is probably a scam, but
Since
Let me try.
It's
since
$30.
I'll get my money back from eBay. So let me try.
Since it's on theme, do you want to do question of the week since it's related, and then
Oh,
we can
yes,
go back,
absolutely.
and then we
we'll
can go
jump
back.
yeah. All right, so
Into
let me
the
go
rants
to
and
the
stuff?
drafty car question
Do you have
of
it?
the week. Yeah, it's in here. I think
No,
it's.
no,
Oh
that-
no,
that's
it's not.
brought to you
I know what it is, but
It's in Discord.
yeah. So our drafty car question of the week. If you guys haven't checked out Drafty Car on Android or the Apple App Store, whatever they're called nowadays,
Play the game.
Play
Flip
the
your
game.
car.
It's a lot of fun. You're gonna basically go in debt and hate your life, but it's a lot of fun.
I was
Fun
doing
fact:
good.
the loans. If you just pay $1 on the loans, they don't bother you.
No, if you
This
pay
is
a
not
dollar,
financial advice.
if you pay
That's
a
the
dollar on the
minimum
loan,
payment.
you can get another one.
Bingo. That's even better. Just $1. You could
I
$100,000
can
loan,
probably
whatever.
tell
Here's
you.
a buck.
I can probably tell you how Matt plays drafty car based off of how he spends money in real life.
My guy, I got 200K sitting in my
bro,
I'm up
this
to, like,
guy
3
just
or
be
4.
like,
I'm still only racing ARCA. Do you know how long that took?
Yeah, like about 20 seasons.
this guy be like, charge it. Worry about it later.
All right,
I got 30
Jake,
days.
Jake, what is our drafty car question?
Here's our question. What diecast brands do you recommend? Also, is there anything special you look for when deciding to buy a diecast?
But I know you.
I'm sorry,
hold on.
when deciding what diecast to buy.
I look for
Before
the
you
Hot
say
Wheels
anything, because I know you responded to Kuzman, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Lionel.
All right, let's go one by one. What's yours?
Lionel.
Hot
Lionel?
Wheels.
That's it. That's like the
What
best
do you
one.
look for in a diecast?
I just like.
A vehicle.
Well, I like
Metal,
the
metal.
quality of Lionel the best. I think that they put out the best pieces. I think that they do the schemes that are harder to find, not just like the common stuff that you see every week, but like I remember back in the day, like when I had like in my old collection, I used to have like all of the niche like Hendrick, like when they did like the Jurassic, Gordon did like the Jurassic Park stuff. You know, and those kinds of like specialty schemes are kind of what I was always looking for. And I always found it with Lionel and not really so much the other ones. So that's
Well,
my opinion. But
We can't ask Matt. He owns none.
I got some Hot Wheels. Leave me alone, man. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Vroom,
I
vroom.
swear on my life, if you,
Matt told me he doesn't plan on buying diecast. He's
Can't afford
starting
them.
to think about it now, but
I'm too broke.
maybe.
I swear on my life, if don't give me the too broke thing when you just bought Metallica tickets.
Here's
I earned those tickets.
Matt.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Matt tells me he's like, I kind of want to start, but like I gotta have like the right one. Like he's
I
like
know.
looking for like the girl to marry.
No, dude, I
He's
did.
like, I just can't commit unless it's like the right one.
I told him he needs to get the Castrol
No,
bread.
I
with.
did try to look up the
Yeah.
2015 truck race win. It was Tyler
Oh.
Reddick for BK Racing 2015 Daytona win. That was the first race I went to.
Oh
Can't find it. If you could find it,
no, they don't make a lot of truck diecasts. They're tough unless it's,
it's
like
a
a
winner
bigger
though.
name.
It's Tyler Reddick for BK Racing. It's the night he was in the 19.
Your first
Yeah.
race. That's cool.
That would be
Yeah.
cool. That would be
Yeah.
a good story.
No, that's sentimental.
yeah.
I swear, if you hype up a diecast and you bring a freaking Hot Wheel,
Here's a Joey Logano.
and you pull that junk out, this guy pull a junk out of his pocket and put it on the middle of the table.
Zoinks.
y'all were throwing shade about under overs. Am I gonna walk off the podcast today? Because I was obviously a little upset about the result. If you
little.
pull out a Joey Logano diecast, I will go upstairs and go to bed.
They're all the same. Who cares?
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now.
That's all it takes, everybody.
Hey, that's the
So what
replacement.
about you?
That's the replacement gift for
Yeah.
for
You're,
Christmas.
you are not buying that.
Yeah, I'll make you a Hamlin one. He'd probably be okay with it.
A Hamlin
He's okay
Daytona
with it
win.
though.
Baby.
It's
Bro,
gotta
they're
hurt.
expensive. Oh my god, they're expensive.
Anyway, so for me, so I would say Lionel is by far, I think, the standard. All the ones I just got are action. Action, I think is what the name-
Action. I've
They're
had
good
some
too, though.
actions.
Back
They're
in the
good.
day.
But what's weird is I was looking at remember the one I got, the Byron one, the Daytona win. It has action on it. I think Lionel bought action.
I don't know.
I don't
Because
know
it
anything
has the
about that,
action
but
logo
It's like
on it.
Exalta and
No. Like it says Action. What is it? Action Racing Collectibles or whatever is on my
I think Action's
Lionel
still-
box.
Oh, really?
It's because my
Maybe.
Byron one is a Lionel,
Interesting.
but it's got the same
Honestly,
logo.
we
so
should
I don't
ask RG. He's got a
yeah, he would
million
know.
of these
Yeah.
things.
RG, can you please put in the chat how many diecasts approximately? Because I'm sure you don't know exact number. You might. How many diecasts do you own, bro? I gotta know.
Just for the
Also, if you
record-
have that Tyler Reddick win one, let me know.
Just for the record, Jake got this guy in the NASCAR, and this man immediately started buying.
Bro,
Diecast.
Like
it's
immediately.
bad. Like,
an
it's
investment.
almost like
The
a
last-
little guilty feeling.
the
'cause
last time I heard
homeboy is deep.
The last time I heard his number, I think he said 70.
No, it's.
No, I thought
think
he was
it's-
at 100.
Yeah, I think it's over.
I
100.
think that's what I'm saying. The last time I think I heard 70.
My guess. Let's all take guesses. I'm gonna say 110.
I'm gonna say 105.
69.
90.
I'll go high. I'll go on the high end. I'll say 120.
What'd you say?
105.
All right, drop it in the chat. RG, how many you got, bro? How many you got, Robert?
Say 69 just to.
Yeah. So that
All right,
is-
so for me, Lionel.
89.
Just picked up a Jeff Gordon.
So,
he just sent me one today. It was like a 1991, like Greg Biffle or so. I was like, yo,
Greg
bro, you
Biffle.
digging deep.
Isn't that as many wins that Jeff Gordon actually has as 89? Or is it like
no,
90?
he had 93.
No, he got a 1991 Jimmy Spencer Heinz.
Jimmy Spencer.
Who the heck
Heinz
is Jimmy
ketchup.
Spencer?
You don't know who Jimmy
I
Spencer
don't.
is?
You don't either,
Bro,
bro.
He's part of the Spencer family.
That's sad.
Brother
no,
to
hey,
Doug.
I'm telling y'all right now.
That actually kind of hurt.
Jimmy Spencer was Tony Stewart before Tony Stewart was Tony Stewart.
Who's Tony Stewart?
Okay.
Bro,
I have one of
I
his
was,
cards. I'm
about,
kidding.
I was about to be like, we have a problem here.
Oh, smoke.
DJ's off the podcast.
Which Jimmy Spencer was it?
There goes all our credibility.
Like,
Jimmy
the ne-
Spencer.
Yeah, well, I know. I know Jimmy Spencer. I want to know what scheme it was. I don't know what
He
you're
said
saying.
Heinz ketchup.
Oh.
Look at this
Because
thing,
he was
bro.
always in last.
Yo,
He never played catch
Robert,
up.
man, let me debut that thing, bro.
Show him the pic.
That thing is cool.
He's showing it me. He's showing.
Oh, that's cool. That's
pretty
super
baller.
cool.
That straight up looks like a ketchup bottle with a square body car.
Is it a 57 car?
When I see that body
it's a
style,
Heinz 57 car?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's awesome.
when
That's cool.
When I see that body style, all I can think
That's
of is
money, dude.
Daytona, USA.
I think I didn't really answer. Like for me, for the diecast, I really love the Elites because the extra
Yeah.
attention to detail. Like if you turn the front wheels, the steering wheel moves, stuff like that. All the
Suspension
hood,
works.
Yeah.
suspension works. The hood, the roof flaps, everything has tethers on it. The next gen, the Elites are not as good. Prior to next gen, they're like way better, but but they're still pretty good.
I think
so.
the next gen cars, they
I
just
love
get
the
a
race win
cop
stuff.
out with the whole bottom filter or the whole.
So sad.
You should be able to take it off, my opinion.
They should just come without it. Nobody likes it anyways.
Or just make it like magnetic and you could pop it off.
Ooh,
There you go. There you go.
That's cool.
That's money, dude.
that's money, dude.
All right. Moving
Yeah,
on.
All right, so let's move on to our NAS news section. No one else. Okay, normally everyone else
Breaking
jumps in.
news.
That's a mad thing.
Denny
So-
Hamlin wins. Nothing.
You get nothing.
He got a few playoffs.
Welcome to NAS News. I'm your anchor, Frank Lee. Don't give a damn.
I thought you were going to say Jeff, you betcha.
Frankly, I don't care.
Frank Lee, don't give
Hey, back to the diecast real quick.
What
Robert
about
G
you?
says he's working on. He wants 2000 through 2024 Daytona 500 winners.
That's pretty cool.
That would be a dope case.
That
if you
is.
had them all. Ooh.
The problem
That's
with that
money,
the
dude.
problem with that list is it's going to keep growing. So you need a case that gets bigger.
Fine.
I mean, I guess yes.
It's fine.
I want all Daytona 500 winners.
All of them.
Most importantly, Austin Dillon.
Austin, what about Cindric?
No, definitely not.
You could skip the Cindric one.
Yeah, I'll leave that one blank.
You're going to have to buy Joey Logano ones.
I'll leave that one blank too.
All right, just leave all the Penske ones.
I'll
blank.
leave like that error code we saw on NBC, Arrow 402.
Error.
All right, moving on to our NAS news section. So Alex Bowman had one heck of a week after
This poor guy.
basically being DQ'd.
I missed all that. Y'all-
So yeah,
y'all
so
got
I'll
wrecked my
run
life.
through it quickly. Basically, he finds out he's DQ'd
At
through
home.
at home through a
From
tweet
Bob Pockris.
from I think it was Bob Pockris, basically, and throws his phone into the pool because he's like, well, my phone's about to blow up, so I don't want to deal with this. Waits about 20 minutes, like, okay, I probably should go get it. Goes and gets it, realizes, oh, it tried to call 911 and locked it because it thought I was having a wreck. And then, I guess the next morning, decides to go out to his car. One of the windows is cracked. And then he realizes later that day that he has a roof that's leaking.
He had a horrible week.
So he had one awful
horrible week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The easiest one to fix is probably the roof.
And if you needed someone to fix a roof, we know
Job.
somebody.
I'll be there. But anyway, no, like, how are you, Alex Bowman, driver of the 48 Hendrick car, figuring out you were DQ'd by Twitter?
Right.
What are we doing? First off, I mean, okay, yeah, you could say his phone's underwater. Maybe 10 minutes. He said it still worked. I guess iPhones are waterproof now.
Well, he was saying that it didn't. The whole 911 thing, it did not call because when it goes in the water, it doesn't have signal.
But his phone still works. It's not like he bought a new phone.
No, the phone worked. Yeah, it's because they're waterproof.
Nobody called him from the team. His crew chief, his PR rep, Mr. H himself, chose not to call this man and say, hey, by the way, this is kind of going to change your whole year.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? I mean,
That's a good point.
this isn't gonna pass the sniff test. You want to know something that says you weren't supposed to make it this far? It's that right there.
Yeah.
Come on. You agree?
Yeah.
Totally.
That's
I wasn't
it.
listening.
Totally.
Sorry, I gotta work text.
He's
Sorry,
just
I did-
like Alex Bowman
Alex
is
Bowman.
gonna be thrown out of the 48.
Oh, definitely not. He's
You
a
already
goat.
agreed.
He's a goat.
No, I'm just saying, like, how is Alex Bowman, the number 48 driver for Hendrick Motorsports, learning that he was DQ'd by Twitter? Come on, bro. Jeff Gordon didn't even have the audacity to call you. Isn't he like competitions director? Or
No, that's Chad
something?
Knaus.
Chad Knaus didn't call you?
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Chad Knaus, Jeff Gordon, Mr. H.
I don't buy that much into it. It doesn't
Every
really matter.
single
What does it matter
person.
if you tell Bowman? It just doesn't matter that much.
Especially because it wasn't his fault.
You gotta be
whole mindset.
talking
These-
to like teams and engineers, and you gotta
These
start
races
planning
are
the.
all mental.
No, you gotta start planning the appeal process. And Alex Bowman doesn't matter if you call him on that list.
I'm A-okay moving to that. They didn't appeal anything.
That's weird,
They
too.
chose not to even fight for
Yeah,
him.
but also
Why
it's,
not
it's
at least
Bowman's,
try?
It's
What
Bowman's,
employer does that? What employer doesn't fight for you?
I
One-
agree with
ones
Mark.
Ones that you should leave.
Yeah, but also Bowman's name is on everything. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he has at least give him a little heads up. Be like, hey.
So what they
this was
said
going
today
on.
was
You know what I mean?
they pushed it really close and then went over the line. Like they all have tricks. Like I heard listen to DBC,
Oh, of course
Denny
they do.
Hamlin, and Dale Jr. You could all tell. They all know. They've all heard little rumors. Actually, we should reach out to some of the people we know and see if they know what some of those tricks are. Because there are some tricks to lose weight. And it sounds like it's not about like losing weight during the race. That's not what it is. It's about leaving something in the car during tech inspection. And when you go to roll out before the race, when you're getting the driver in and all that, you take it back out.
I don't know.
Which, being on pit road, I may have seen some cars from other organizations that
Probably Denny Hamlin.
did some other stuff in Xfinity. No, I've seen it.
I don't know.
There's games that are being played during driver strap-in.
Of course, there's games like that. That's part of it. It's just I think Matt's got a point. Like the fact that like nobody from the team said, "Hey, let me call him."
I'm just throwing it out there.
It is
My
a
boss
little
ain't
weird.
gonna fight for me. I ain't gonna fight for him.
Like, let's say
Screw your race. I'm gonna wreck every piece of equipment you get. Someone's gonna pay me. Someone else will pay me.
I don't know if Bowman's that kind of guy.
we have got a pretty good
Everyone's
look
got a limit.
at what the inspection line looks like, at least for Xfinity.
Yeah.
You could definitely hide something in the car.
Yeah.
Pretty easy. A 5-pound weight. It's disguised as a water bottle. Whatever. Like there are ways to play games. And I think they probably just cut it too close and burned oil or water or something. I know they got to like refill some systems or whatever, but they probably cut it really close.
You threw out the wrong water bottle.
No, see, that's something else about NASCAR because we talked about this before. Where I don't like how secretive it is. Why not release how light they were?
Aren't they supposed to?
Well, because my thing is like,
If there's
okay,
a legal part or a penalty, they release.
What if
all the
Hendrick doesn't
information?
want everybody else to know how light they were?
well, but my thing is okay.
It's not up to NASA. It's not
Let's-
up to Hendrick.
Well, yeah, but like, let's say if they were 100 pounds light,
Does it really change anything for you? They're not 100 pounds light. They're not.
okay? But was it 3 pounds, 2 pounds,
Well, I mean,
10?
Does it
15?
change it for you if they're light?
It's more interesting because it depends on how sneaky are they getting.
Well,
I
wouldn't
want to
that
know
depend on
how
NASCAR,
close
though?
the teams are cutting it.
wouldn't that
As
depend
a
on
fan,
NASCAR if they
that
own the
makes
car?
more-
Okay, can I give you an example?
yeah.
When they do pit road speed, say Daytona, 55
Yes,
miles an
they
hour,
allow the overage.
5 miles per hour, right?
Yep.
What time are they running on pit road?
14.8.
What mile per hour?
It's
59.8,
it's 0.9,
59.7
0.8, yeah.
to within tenths of a mile per hour.
Yeah.
What do you think they're doing with the weight?
Same.
Oh, I know they are. I'm just saying.
What's the matter? They're
But we know we know the speed. When they get caught speeding, they tell us, "Oh, they were 0.1 over."
I don't
They
really
don't
care.
tell us
They
the
said
weight.
he was underweight. He's underweight.
See, but I like
NASCAR's
that.
not
But what I'm
lying.
trying to-
I mean,
what
I get it. I get what you're saying, but to me, it's underweight. It's not egregious. It's definitely not.
Oh,
egregious.
I
It's
agree.
within. I would say
Yeah.
my best bet. There's no way it's over 5 pounds.
It's probably close. It probably is.
I think it's less than 5 pounds, but it's
But-
overweight. Even if it's 0.000001 pounds overweight, it's
fine.
overweight.
But
Or,
again,
sorry,
why
underweight,
not
excuse
just say it? I just don't understand. I don't understand the secrecy.
I mean, I get
That's
what,
what
you're
I
saying.
mean.
A little transparency just for the heck of it, because
Yeah.
the interesting part of that is NASCAR fans like that.
Yes,
Because
that's my
a lot
point.
of NASCAR fans run local short track stuff or involved with other teams or like that's something that's interesting to fans that you can just pass off on Twitter real quick.
NASCAR fans like stats.
Yeah,
That's the way it is. So it would
even
be
the weird
interesting.
ones that Fox comes over with.
Yep. All right, moving on.
This is the 63rd time somebody with a name starting in the letter D has led the Daytona 500. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like the weird stuff.
So, all right. So Hendricks decides not to appeal that disqualification with Alex Bowman.
I was kind of shocked.
If it's that close, why?
They definitely should have thrown some crap at the wall and see if it stuck.
I mean, why not
You have
try?
nothing to lose. Okay, here's my
Cost?
nope.
No.
Maybe
It's
there's a
Hendrick.
cost.
Come
It could be a
on.
couple $1,000. I
But
don't
it's
know what it
Hendricks,
costs.
like
us.
Matt said. Yeah.
Here's what I think.
Ally
have a
would pay
trick.
for it.
They don't want it.
They don't want to know because they still got 3 guys in the playoffs. That's my opinion.
Honestly,
There's
that makes
some
as
kinda-
much sense as
even if
anything.
it's just a
That's
small
very
trick
true.
to get rid of 1 or 2 pounds. They just don't want it out there because they might want to be able
maybe
to get rid of those
maybe
1 or
they
2.
know no one else has that.
My only thing,
Maybe.
and I guess I was trying to kind of say this earlier. It's like as far as like revealing how light they were and things like that. It's like if NASCAR owns the car, doesn't that like wouldn't that allow them to like reveal information even though the team kind of was the one that did it? Does that make sense? Am I making
I don't
sense?
know. They won't
'Cause
release
it's
the.
like,
They won't release the.
I would like to know, but you know,
There's language in the charter agreement that prevents some of that.
yeah,
So I don't know.
maybe not.
It's a mess.
For sure. All right, moving on.
What?
Yeah, he's out. I don't know. I can't hear you because
Yeah.
you're like a mile away from your
Yeah,
microphone.
he's out.
Here, let me just
Unfortunately, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
Lindsay was questioning me while I was putting the toaster in the shower last week.
She's probably wondering if you're buying any Joey Logano gear.
What's in our Amazon Absolutely not.
What is this charge from Logano
Y'all
Racing?
gotta quit with that, man.
All right.
You'll be all right.
Moving on.
I'll
pick
quit.
up-
I'll quit with it when
I pick up 1 new driver.
I mean, you're a Chris Buescher fan today.
we will go back into the annals of what we've done so far.
what?
And the annals. That's what that is. That's what that means. ANNALS. Get educated. What I mean is
schooled.
I will go back a year and find you trash talking we need to make a compilation. That's what we need to do. And then post it on social media and be like,
time for that.
every time that Jake is trash talked Denny Hamlin, and then now
So
Yeah.
have I not been transparent with you guys that after the what's the documentary
Full
Speed? After that documentary this year, I have slowly been becoming
he has.
between that and his podcast.
You
I
wrote
have
him-
slowly.
you wrote him a
everyone
love
in the
letter,
chat
bro.
clip
You
this
did.
episode.
Yeah, and he wrote it on his
guarantee
podcast.
you,
That's crazy.
clip this episode, and then I'll guarantee you in 2 years he'll have a Logano shirt.
No,
know?
I'll take
absolutely
it. That's
not.
something I'll bet on.
Absolutely
on.
not,
He's
You
gotta
know
lose his
what?
hair
bro.
first.
I like
When did you buy the shirt? Was it after you were on the podcast?
what?
You bought a Denny Hamlin shirt after you were on his podcast.
That's when he went to Bristol.
I don't remember.
I think it was close, if not. I
It
don't
may
know.
have been before.
I don't remember.
You're starstruck.
I've been thinking about buying one for a while, but I knew like the freaking amount of crap I was gonna take from you guys was gonna be ridiculous. I didn't think it was gonna last a month.
No,
Because hell literally froze over.
It's still
That's a
frozen.
big deal. Like we saw it
We're
happen.
Revelations.
No, you know what it is? Honestly,
the four horsemen
Literally,
of the
Jake wearing a
apocalypse.
Denny Hamlin
Hold on.
shirt is
Let's
in
have
the
it- let's
outside.
have a
Notice it
serious-
has not
wait a
come
minute.
back.
let's have a serious conversation.
All right, let's get
Full
serious.
full speed released, and DJ told me if there was any driver that Jake is, it's Denny Hamlin.
Yep.
No, you look like Logano.
I have done a lot of self.
Reflection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I've realized that we're very much in common.
You're exactly alike.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? You're also a lot like Logano.
Dude, shut up. You're
You
so
get the bleep
wrong.
button. Get the bleep button.
Some would say he's like Austin Dillon.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Too far.
Nah.
Let's be honest.
When you really
there
think
are,
about
there
it,
are a lot
a
of
lot of
comparables.
similarities
Yes.
between you and Hamlin specifically. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
All
both
right.
named Denny. It's wild. Jake's just an alias.
The heck. All right, moving on. Let's talk about.
Jakey Hamlin.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about the lawsuit.
Father.
Oh, Denny Hamlin should absolutely win this lawsuit.
Diddy's great.
I'll be like Freddie. Denny's great.
I hope I would just run good for the next
No,
3
hey,
races.
for real, the NASCAR lawsuit, bro. NASCAR lawyers showed up this week.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
Basically, tells the teams like we are preparing to run with 32 charters.
Okay, that was the slap in the face.
Yeah.
That was
No, it was we are allocating our funds to
To 32.
32 charters. That isn't just, hey, you don't get a charter, you ain't getting paid either.
Guess there's still
Enjoy
2
that.
charters for sale.
I guess.
I'll jump into it when it's one of the next topics.
Okay.
Which one? Go ahead.
Oh, the Brad one.
Okay. So RFK is interested in one of the SHR charters.
So
if
Brad
available.
Four
came
car
out.
team?
No, not 4.
3.
3.
Oh, because they're supposed to.
Yep.
They're
Brad
supposed
came
to
out.
lease one from Rick Ware.
Brad came out and said, if there is a Stuart Haas charter available, I'd heavily consider buying it.
Yeah, you have to because the market's going to go way down with this late in the season. It's gonna. There'll probably be. If I was to guess, 20 million
Yeah.
or less.
Brad's like, I'll buy it.
They're not
At
gonna be
this
40
point-
million.
But he also said in the video, it was very funny. He was laughing the whole time. He's like, well, there's still nothing to discuss.
Yeah.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
But it's hopes for an RFK fan.
Here's
I'm okay with the whole rumor of Ryan Priest. If that is true and comes to fruition, I'm cool with it. Ryan Priest brings some cool energy. I think RFK needs that energy. They're a little
I
too
think it's- I
serious
think
with the
he's a-
boss, and then you got Busher, who's kind of like he's good, but you can obviously tell like
all right.
he
Can I
wants
do
to be
something?
that
Can I do
guy.
something?
So you need a little humor in that team.
Let me do something. Racing addicts have been really hard on the whole Ryan Priest going to RFK. I want to challenge y'all. Why? I think Ryan Priest is actually a pretty good fit.
He's not a
For
good driver,
RFK.
but he's a good fit.
No, I think he's okay.
But
I
is
mean,
he not
but
a
he's
good
been
driver
Stuart
because
Haas.
he's in-
Stuart Haas is terrible.
yeah, I was
They've
gonna say.
been terrible.
Well, he's been with Stuart
the
Haas.
he's in the 41. The 41 has been terrible.
It's been a bad
Stuart
career.
Haas is arguably
The 41
best
has
car
been
he's
terrible
in.
since
Before Cole Custer.
No, oh my gosh.
Cole Custer.
Kurt
was-
Busch left. The 41 has been terrible.
Yeah.
Period. In his story. So I'm kind of curious if he gets in there with RFK and they work together super speedways,
Could
bro.
be good.
Ryan
Well,
Priest
where-
gonna start popping off.
Where was he
really
at
good.
before that? Like JTG?
You know,
or
he was in
something like
he was in
that?
Xfinity.
No,
And running
he
good.
Also,
No, Ryan Priest was in a Cup car before.
he was in a Cup
Oh,
car.
he was in
He was in
T-
JTG
you're right.
or something like that.
But
he-
again,
he
another
hasn't been putting
Joey
decent-
Logano.
Daytona 500 winning team.
No, a Joey Logano-esque mid-tier team. Don't come at me.
Potatoes.
But what I'm saying is like, yeah, I mean, and how do you not like him after he wrecks at Daytona and he comes out the way he did?
I think
You
That
know?
was
Brad
pretty
saw
baller.
that.
like,
He's
that
that
was
like,
pretty baller, bro.
this man's made
like,
of steel. I need him in a car.
Like,
I always wanted to hire a raccoon.
Come on, Rocket.
dude, that picture was gnarly.
Hello,
dude.
rabbits.
He takes everything off, and it's just black eyes and like bloodshot eyes.
Yeah.
and
All
it's
right,
just like
so back to
it
the
was
lawsuit.
crazy.
Back to the lawsuit. The most impressive thing now, this whole time I was like, oh, 2311 is probably going to win this. No, now I have flipped. I'm like, ooh, NASCAR got balls. They got balls, and they're smart. Their lawyers, do you see their counter argument to the petition for them to be able to race under charters next year?
No.
Whoo, spicy.
All
You
I
see
heard
it?
was
No.
it was a meritless cash grab.
Yes. So that was their response.
statement was insane.
That was their response to the lawsuit.
Right.
They also had a response to the what do they call it? The indictment. Is it the indictment?
Injunction.
Injunction. Thank you. The injunction.
Preliminary injunction.
To be able to run charters next year. NASCAR comes out here and said, I don't really feel like it's necessary to give them charters. They've already said they're willing to run open. There's no need to give them charters. Bro, spicy. They came at them with there was three or four topics. They're like, oh, well, the plaintiffs have already said.
They don't
Like,
need it.
this is what they say about X, Y, and Z. And they're literally flipping their words on them. I'm like, oh, NASCAR got lawyers. They don't got lawyers. They got lawyers, bro. Like I was like, oh man.
Rick Rare Racing.
When they
Like, all right, we just made some more money next year.
Bro, when they flipped that around and said why, like they don't need an injunction. Both teams have already committed to running next year with no problem. I was like, ooh, y'all in trouble. Like,
However,
see.
I will
Missed it
say,
by that much.
I will say, there's social media though, but there is also what's in the courtroom. And
that was NASCAR's official response.
no, I know, but sometimes there's like, oh well, that can't be
You can't be you
that
can't
can't
use
be
that
used in court. There is
Yeah.
times where like, so like they can say whatever they want, but a judge could also be like, yeah,
Emotional.
that's
they'll call it like something like
Ignore that or
emotional.
whatever.
No, but that was
statements
NASCAR's petition against the.
no. I know.
Preliminary
I'm
We
just-
get what, we
Yeah.
get what you're saying, but what he's trying to say is that in a court of law, it's so specific that there's going to be some things that they may say in the public square that you cannot
But
bring in
2311
and
in
use
front
there.
row said they plan on racing in part of their original lawsuit.
Yeah.
That's part. So,
But
it's,
did they
it's
say
all in
open?
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
then that's different then.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
that makes
part
sense.
of that is part of their case. We are pushing for this injunction. We are pushing for this, but we do plan on being because they're trying to win over the jury or the judge. Like we are committed to the sport. We are committed to the series. We're going to run next year, even if we don't get charters. And NASCAR's like, well, why would we agree to the injunction? You said you're going to run open anyways. Run open,
If that is on paper in their lawsuit, then they just shot themselves in the foot.
bro.
I
that-
wouldn't say
I will
100%,
never
but
Not
that is
100%,
hurt.
but that's a big hit.
I don't know. I cannot say, but I'm like 90% sure that is part of their case to the judge for the injunction for next year.
Denny Hamlin's like, I will never.
Which we
financially
find out
recover
when
from
what's the
this.
date? November.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's something
It's
like,
like first week in November, ain't it?
yeah,
It's
something
soon.
like that.
Yeah, we'll
Phoenix.
find out.
Phoenix.
But I love how NASCAR's like,
What else?
Michael Jordan, you got a lot of money. I mean, you got balls, but we're planning on racing without you.
Left those balls in the court.
That's
So,
a big mistake. 'Cause
bro-
honestly, that's
That's a huge mistake.
no, that because if you ask me, that's so NASCAR. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. You got balls, but you have the arguably one of the most famous people ever, and definitely probably the most famous athlete of all time.
I would agree with
And you are saying, nah, we don't want you.
that.
Like,
If you're making $1 billion a year, will you tell Michael Jordan to go screw himself?
absolutely not.
Yeah.
You come in here. What do you want?
What?
If you're
I
making
get
a
that backwards?
billion, if you're making $1 billion a year,
as NASCAR.
and Michael
think
Jordan
I got that
comes in and
backwards.
says,
Yes.
"Hey, I need to make more. I'm gonna take half." What are you gonna say?
I'm gonna say, hold on a second.
I don't know you, bouncy boy. Get out of here.
I mean, that's what they're looking at. Bouncy,
Well, like-
bouncy,
bouncy.
bouncy boy.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, dribble. No,
Go find the
You
Looney
know,
Tunes.
that's
I
what that's
can't-
what you can
I
get
can't-
him for Christmas. You can get him some white and purple Jordans.
There
Hey.
we go.
I would like Jordans.
There you go.
Why white and purple? Just because of the Yahoo
Because
team?
he's a Denny Hamlin fan.
No,
now,
he's
right?
Embroider 'em.
he needs to be
Knuckle
FedEx,
shuffle.
orange and yellow.
FedEx orange. Yellow.
I don't think Michael Jordan branches away. The only way Michael Jordan branches away
It's when he's broke.
this is a question in the comments
Nah.
is if something happens, they lose the lawsuit, they lose their charters, 2311 will 100% close, and so will Front Row Racing. They will 100% close. They're already out too much money. They do not have enough money to reinvest another $80 million approximately based off a recent charter value to get back to two-car teams. They don't have it, and they might not be for sale. The charters may not be available.
No.
So there's no way.
And
This is a all-in poker game. Either they win big, or they're just gonna be gone, and NASCAR will win, and this will be just like the 1969 Talladega 500, where all the drivers left, and NASCAR said, "Screw you, we don't need you," and they ran the race anyways.
Yep. I think, to be honest, I think as much as we are hyping up a showdown in the court, this is going to end up getting settled outside of that.
No.
I like this.
Realistically, probably.
How about this comment? NASCAR is the Death Star, and Michael Jordan is Luke.
Yep.
No, I think they're too far. I don't think they'll settle it.
I think
think-
someone will.
Nah.
I think so. I think
Nope.
it's going to get settled at some point.
I
No.
think 2311 might come back and be like, hey, we messed up. Can we just get our charters? But I don't
think so.
That's a settlement.
I don't
This
think
be
so.
our like formal.
I don't think NASCAR will let them. I think
No,
NASCAR
they
will-
might
no,
not. That's
let's take
true.
it all the
Can
way.
this be our formal like hologram?
You can just go back to driving
Michael
for Joe
Jordan.
Gibbs.
Be like, Michael Jordan, you're our only hope. we are Princess Leia.
The evil empire known as
I mean,
NASCAR.
realistically, you had two. I mean, Michael Jordan's a billionaire, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Not after this lawsuit.
Who's the owner? Bob Jenkins, the owner of Front Row. He's definitely a millionaire. Multi. I don't know
Rumor
if
he was a billionaire.
I don't know if
Then
he has a
funded Front
B.
Row.
Maybe
was
he
it?
was before he started NASCAR.
What
yeah.
was it, Matt or Jake?
Bob Jenkins. He owns a bunch of Taco Bells and Long John Silvers.
Hero.
That guy?
Hero of men.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Bob Jenkins. What am I thinking? Look at the owner of Front Row Motorsports.
Oh my gosh.
Michael McDowell.
Bob Jenkins. That's an old NASCAR. It's close. It's close to that. Come on.
Taco
Bob
Bell's,
Popper.
bro. He racking in with that Lon John Silvers. You know what I'm saying?
Bob Jenkins.
Bob Jenkins.
It
Robert
is Bob
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
But you put up Bob Jenkins, the old reporter.
Let's see. Front
30
row.
million? There's no way
That's
he's-
what front rows were worth.
Oh, okay.
That was
it?
that's
With
what-
like 3 charters?
30 million. Nah, that can't be right.
There's no way.
I don't know. I'm looking it up.
Anyway, so, I mean, it's interesting. I don't see MJ tucking and walking. I don't know what that means.
He owns over
Like
250
tucking.
franchises of KFC, Taco Bell, Long John, and A&W.
And I support him.
Homie guy. Oh, yeah. Bro, I'm going to be honest with you. The only reason why Front Row races every week because of how much I go to Taco Bell. I'm pretty much funding the car.
Can you tell him your sour cream story?
Oh, no, that was the worst.
Jake hates onions and sour cream.
Oh, man.
I've seen this man throw food out of a window.
I can't do
He'll
sour
take
cream.
a bite. It'll be, there's sour cream in this?
No, I literally, I ordered it from Taco Bell. Got a burrito.
Just
No
sour
sour cream.
yogurt, bro.
I always order no sour cream, and when they give it to me, because I mean Taco Bell not the best. You gotta check them every once in a while. So I check the receipt. It says no sour cream. That's typically the green light. They got it right. I take a bite. All the sour cream is on one end of the burrito. There is nothing else but bread, tortilla, and sour cream. It was all I could do to not puke while driving down the turnpike.
We went to Daytona. And we went over to the Arby's that was there. And you got a meal, and you're like, "What's an aioli?" I was like, "Oh, it's like a garlic spread." They'll put on. You took a bite. You're like, "This is the worst." Is that mayonnaise? I was like, "Yeah, aioli's
Aioli's
a
mayonnaise, yeah.
So it's like garlic mayonnaise. He chucked it into the ditch.
That sandwich
He just
sucked.
spent like $10 on this sandwich. He just yeet.
Okay, this is interesting. Sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole.
No, you're good.
Front row.
I got a great snake story for Matt.
Front
Hey,
row
easy.
motorsports.
No.
Don't talk about my snake.
Did you guys know? Did you guys know that they bought one of their charters from BK Racing in a foreclosure and got it for $2 million?
Killer.
That's a heck of a deal. Think of how much those
Too bad
things are worth now.
NASCAR took it away.
Popeye's
Right?
a name.
All right.
I don't know. I can't find his
Let me
network.
tell a snake story about Matt.
Stop talking about my snake, bro.
This is
So
earlier today.
Matt, if you don't know, Matt is deathly afraid of snakes.
Deathly.
I got
Deathly
one
afraid
big
of snakes.
fair, and it's a snake.
So-
I hate snakes.
This is earlier today.
Our wives come down the stairs, me and Matt's wives.
There's a reason
They're
I
like,
re-
there's a snake outside. You got to go get rid of it. We got to go
Absolutely
take
not.
pictures. You got to shoo it away. I'm like, all right, I'll shoo it away. So I
No,
shoot
they came to
away.
me first. I said no.
Yeah, it's like no, Matt.
Oh yeah,
Matt-
yeah. Because you
I
can
said
be
no.
like, hey
It's like,
Jake, this
Jake,
is
they
you,
need you.
man. Like crab. I got like
When a crab
like,
attacks,
nah.
I got you.
Snake, nah, bro. So I'm like, all right. So I shoot away around the house, and then I shoot around this way, and it starts coming by the door. I'm like, wow, is this thing really just gonna like keep cruising all the way around the house? I'm like, I'm not even
Bro.
chasing at this point. This snake's just like getting it, and then. I'm like, there's no way. It's been 5 minutes. Matt's not paying attention. Matt is locked in. This snake just casually cruises by the door, and I just hear
Right
Matt,
here.
ooh,
This
from
thing's whipping
inside
it.
the basement, from right here. And I just hear Matt. I'm outside. Matt's just like, ooh. I'm like, bro, there's no way you just saw this snake.
I'm like a howler monkey.
The fun,
Bro,
the funniest
sitting
part
right next
was
to him.
Matt locked the door like that was gonna stop.
bro, he locks
My
the
dad
door.
used to
I'm
chase
sitting
me
right
with
next
snakes.
to him.
He'd pick him up and chase me with them. Of course, I'm gonna lock the door.
was
I don't
trying
know what
to- I
this
was-
fool's gonna do.
I was
true,
trying to
Jake
catch
would.
it to go show you.
I knew you
That's
were.
funny.
It was a big snake.
Yeah,
it was a pretty good
it was
snake.
a big black racer.
It
Like,
was the
3-4
biggest-
feet?
It was definitely probably 3-foot black racer. It was a big snake.
Absolutely not.
Okay,
The best part.
Big
So we're
for
over
that.
here in a new
Told him to go
room
get the
that'll
gun.
debut next year. No hints. And Matt's watching at the window as I'm like,
It's a fake door.
Steve Irwin with a snake trying
No,
to
you
like,
almost. I watched you almost step on it. How'd you walk over it?
didn't see it.
That's insane. That is insane. How are you not on like high alert,
I didn't see it.
bro? You're just casually walking through
wild
the grass.
turkey.
I'm
Look like a
casually
stick.
messing with a 3-foot snake. Let me just not pay attention to where I'm walking. You stepped over it. I watched the whole
No,
thing.
but
Yeah, I
the
barely
thing
missed
is,
it.
I go in.
It
there.
should've
I'm
been
like,
you, bro.
oh, there's
It
no
should've
snake.
been
I'm
you.
I
like,
go in
I'm
there,
like walking
and
back.
Matt is leaning over the window.
not even
Oh,
like
Matt is locked in.
Matt is like watching this snake.
He's like it is fourth down on the 1 yard line. This is the game on the line. He is right here on the mic. He is
Snakes
like
are
right here.
part of
But the
sign,
thing is,
Paul.
Jake shoos it and it goes towards the window.
No, you start trying to smack it with your hat
No, I
for
was
some
trying to
reason,
get it
and
to
it's
shoot.
curling up. It's
Yeah.
ready.
It starts
it's
coiling.
like,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
3
ready
foot
to go.
snake. I
But
might
it was-
beat you, but
Hold on. Yeah, so it's like going on. Matt is locked in, bro. Matt is locked in. Like, what is happening outside? I'm trying to get the snake to go like somewhere else from where it is.
Down the hill or something.
Whatever. Like, yeah, to a bush or something.
Yeah.
It does a 180 and goes straight back to the
Towards the
window
window.
where Matt is. Matt is over here like this watching. The snake comes jump like through like towards the window, and Matt jumps backwards.
Yeah.
Straight up jumps backwards. The best part of this story, mind you, Matt is inside the house.
yeah.
No doors or anything.
No, nothing.
nearby.
It's
No.
one window. And Matt jumps backwards like 3 feet. Starts looking at the ground like this thing probably teleported in the room. Where is it?
I don't know. Man.
I told him, I'm like, bro, it's
Bro.
not good.
What
I
you
told
don't
him-
know.
It
I-
wall clipped.
I told him, I'm
Wall
like, bro,
clipped
it's
in.
not coming through the
What you
window.
don't
He's
know
like,
is Jaden was right behind me, so I was tripping on a child.
That
too.
is true.
And I'm like, DJ,
You,
pick up your
you
kid.
didn't care.
To be fair, my kid is not aware of any of this going on.
I'm
I
telling
am
you.
too big to be falling
The
on kids.
fact that you jump backwards like a cat and look straight at the ground.
I'm like
was
genuinely
the-
scared to go to my
but
truck.
you didn't hear this part.
I
You
haven't
didn't hear
left
this
the
Bro,
part.
house.
it's a black racer. They don't want to mess with you. They just
Yeah.
slither
It's
away.
like
But-
bumping like my wheel well or something.
Well, it won't
No,
be
I
when
will-
you
I
start
want-
driving.
let me
Unless
give
he
you
comes
some
through the air
encouragement.
vent.
It's,
Let me give you
it's
some
out there
encouragement.
camping for you.
I'll give you some
It's
encouragement.
waiting on you.
This black racer was especially aggressive and did not want to run away.
I knew. I watched
But
it.
the thing is
Your
that
wife was like, "You need to kill it. Take a gun and shoot it." I'm like, "No, they like kill bad things
Absolutely not. Shovel.
Yeah.
like rats and
There's
other
plenty of
stuff."
snakes
No,
in this
leave
world.
it
That
alone.
one does not need to
it's
be
good
around.
for the property.
My
Bro, that thing's probably been here longer than me. I'm telling you, it's a big snake.
Yeah, but
Anyways, that was our snake
the funny
adventure.
the funny part though that you didn't hear is like I'm standing right next to him when he's doing that. He jumps back, he's looking on the ground. I'm like, Matt, it's not gonna come through the wall. And he's like, you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You
I'm like,
never know.
I've seen
They
snakes
can climb trees,
relax,
they climb
dog.
fences,
They
swim
swim.
on water.
we're
I've
like-
seen them in boat lifts. I've found them on a roof.
I'm
I've
telling
seen
you,
them
the
in fences.
The funniest thing is I'm gone
Snakes
for
are
5
deadly.
minutes,
The
and
snake
Matt
doctor she's
Matt
over
has to be locked on this door.
I locked you out. You weren't coming in.
Matt sees a little
Your
black
lucky
flash.
son was generous and let you in the house. I
I
wasn't
just-
letting you in.
I just hear Matt just ooh,
Oh, it was loud. I do the same thing when I see him at my house. But I'm like,
bro. I was crying, laughing outside, hanging out with a snake.
saw one
just
snake.
hearing you go ooh.
I saw one snake at my new house near the fence line. I chased it with the mower. I was like, "Get out of my property!" I'm like, "I will run you over." I shoot it. To
You're
other
so
neighbors.
stupid.
This is
I
like
hate
during the
snakes.
race too.
Anywho.
Funny.
All right, well, this has
Anything
been
else
our
to jump into?
This has been our NASCAR podcast, y'all.
I don't think we got
Yeah.
much else.
We got big news for next week.
Yes. So next week we are going to Homestead.
We are here for the speed at Homestead live.
Yep.
Next week. Well, I don't know about live.
Jake's gonna buy
Where
a new
will
shirt.
be-
Maybe.
We will probably try to do some some live on YouTube. We're not sure because signal at tracks.
Definitely, probably Instagram. Me and Matt have a good success with like doing the Instagram,
Yeah.
traveling down at the track.
I might do a YouTube one if we can. The problem is signal, and if you've ever been to Homestead is in the middle of nowhere, like absolutely nowhere.
It is the end of the earth as far as Florida is concerned.
Yeah, you
You're
go
in
to
the
the
swamp.
you go to the end of Florida, and you keep going a little bit farther, and it's right there. You make a left,
Yep.
and yeah, it'll be exciting because I've never been to Homestead, so I'm excited because it'll be my
You-
first one.
You go
you say
5
it's-
feet past the racetrack, you're in the swamp. You're in the
sounds about right.
Everglades.
Legit.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
F them
We are going
snakes.
to try
Yeah,
to do
I was gonna
you.
say it's right where all the snakes are. You're gonna love
We
it.
need a poll. Who's scared of snakes? Snakes or crabs? I
Yeah.
bet there's only one
Can
vote
you do
for
a poll?
crabs.
You know what? There was, I think, a way at some point, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll figure it
Engage
out
with
next week.
your audience.
Let's see. Can you do it?
Start the poll.
Ask your
Are
question.
snakes the devil? No, you don't have to put that.
Just do our snakes cute. You never seen those like Facebook posts like this?
No,
cute
no,
snake?
no. I was gonna say. I wanted to hear what they said. The snakes are.
Can
crabs.
you vote for me?
See,
Yeah.
crabs
I love
are-
it. Man,
crabs
we
hurt,
gotta do.
but
Why
anyway.
have we been doing polls, DJ?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that you could do that.
F them snakes. What kind of crab? The one you can eat.
The
No,
one,
stop.
the one you go to the beach to, and you put your hand in the sand, and they bite the crap out of you.
I didn't get the question.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Oh man, they're popping off.
What kind of crabs?
Kind of crabs.
Who put no?
The bitey kind.
Who do you think?
Kick the
The
no out of
bitey
here.
kind. The snippy,
Okay, the
snippy.
kind that's in my freezer right now, good stuff. The ones that are live on the beach, bad. Have you ever had snake?
I don't think
All right,
you're
can
getting
we-
the joke.
can we-
You know,
get-
you know what? My
I think
honestly,
you're getting the joke.
I think the therapy you need,
The crab money.
speaking from experience,
No.
is to eat a rattlesnake.
Absolutely not.
It's very good.
Absolutely not.
It's very
You're
good.
insane. Do you remember going to Wekiva Springs and that person just walks out with a boa constrictor on their neck?
Yeah.
And I yeeted down. I was
ran away.
gone.
Nope.
You should try to eat one.
No.
It might make you feel better.
Are you
I-
stupid?
That's how it makes me feel better.
Really, this
We
is just
stick to cow, pork, or chicken. That's it.
Rattlesnake tastes just like chicken. Very delicious.
may have had
Anyways, we're going down.
Anyway.
the
This is
road.
just a. This
We
is
will
just
be
a
at
giant.
Homestead.
We're going down the
Yeah.
snake hole.
Snake hole.
This is just a giant psyop to get everyone to stop moving to Florida.
Yeah.
For real. We don't
We're
want you.
infested. Don't come down here.
So-
Unless you watch NASCAR and vote red.
We will
stay
put
out.
snakes in your yard.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be at Homestead.
Oh, did I
so
tell you? I'm actually Tuesday. I'm gonna see DeSantis.
again.
You are?
Yeah,
Where's he going to be?
got invited to a thing in Winter Garden.
Yeah, he's gonna have a press conference out there.
Yeah, go check it out.
Cool.
Yell out, go Kalama, Kalama, whatever her name is. Whatever her name is, I don't know.
It's Kamala.
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 Hey, did y'all see the
Come on,
Trump
come on,
thing?
come
Did y'all
on,
see
come
the
on,
Trump thing
Kamala.
where he said the white dudes for hairs?
Yeah.
Stop. Can we
don't.
not get
That
into
is-
this?
We're not doing
That's
political stuff. All
hilarious.
right. Anyway,
Savage.
Hold on, you gotta appreciate
for
a
the
good
Discord.
troll when you see one. Anyways, no, in all seriousness, we're going to Homestead. If you're gonna be there, please, absolutely, please reach out to us. We'd love to meet up and say hi. 100%. The Discord is up. It's live. Join the Discord. I have a couple more channel ideas I was going to talk to you guys about
Bully
in the
Jake.
Discord. No, that is not one. I'll ban you. Anyways,
I'm an admin. You're
I
good.
want to do a diecast showcase on the
How we-
Discord.
What do you mean? Oh, like
Just
all
one
this-
where you can post your diecast.
Oh, yeah, that's probably a good
New
idea.
diecast, whatever.
That's a
So
good
like
idea.
I was thinking like a diecast, like showroom or something like that.
Yeah, the showroom. Just call it the showroom.
The showroom. There you go.
Yeah, I like it.
I got a couple different ideas, but the Discord community is for race fans by race fans. That's all we are. We don't have insider stuff. We're not part of whatever. We are literally four dudes trying to create a community for all of us race fans. You know, that's literally the whole reason why we started the podcast, why we started all the social medias. That's all it is. So we just want to. That's why my pronouns are send it.
Send it. That's epic.
Can my pronouns be green, white, checker? Anyway.
I'm not participating.
Mine is we have a caution.
Oh my
Can I
gosh.
be? Can I be? We got a speen.
We got a
Speen.
spin.
I got a spin.
All right. So
No, but
Please.
the whole point of this is all of us to build a community together. You know, that's it. That's why the YouTube channel is all about us reading comments. We read pretty much everything.
unless
So,
we don't like it, then we ignore it.
Yeah, somebody called us a bunch of whiners. Screw you. No, I'm just kidding. Love you. No, we love
It
it.
did happen.
We
But
hey, our favorite comments are the haters.
that's true.
We love it.
We do. It gives
So-
this guy a reason to rant
If you
more.
hate
So
on us on any platform, especially
Bro,
TikTok,
y'all turning me into a Denny Hammond fan.
I
Just
will.
want you to know.
I will totally troll you.
Done that yourself.
yes.
I will.
As long as he's
especially-
not taking a nap next week at Homestead.
Especially if you try to
Actually,
troll us,
Here's the thing. Can we sell tickets to watch Jeff come take a nap at a race?
Why not?
bro.
We can have a.
I'm
we can have a Jeff cam.
I'm clean now.
Jeff
I'm
Cam?
sober. I'm a changed man. I'm
Live at
sober.
Homestead.
Dude, the NASCAR sounds just put me to sleep, brother.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You ain't wrong.
Yeah, it's just
If it
so
makes you feel
soothing.
better, I almost fell asleep at the Xfinity race last night, but
Just
that was
fall
also
asleep
at
to
like
a little
10 o'clock.
zoom, 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 zoom.
Well, I didn't even
zoom,
get
zoom.
to rant about the antenna. I couldn't even watch it. I didn't have signal.
We'll talk about that later. All
right.
right,
All
y'all.
right, y'all.
It's been fun. We'll see y'all in Helmstead. If you're going to be in Homestead,
Helmstead.
hit us up on socials, and we'll see if we can hang out with you guys. Take it easy, and we'll see you next week.
Rocky Top! Yeah!